What's up, everyone? Here we are. It is time. Nothing is perfect. Russell Holiday. Look at this. It's 891. We've gone up a little bit. It's time to audition for jobs. Now, I'm not saying they don't have a chance, because Mr. Minor Tao is already in here donating. Even before I got on. Minor Tao. So you're saying there's a chance. Thank you, Minor Tao, for the dono even before we got started. We're here to watch the Vancouver Canucks, the Anaheim Ducks battle against each other. Should be fun. Thank you, Major Dow, for the donation to Dobby's college education. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already in chat waiting for this game to get started. We're going to go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need. We're going to go through the Canucks lineup. There is a couple of changes with another two injuries to the Canucks lineup. So you'll see another 2 lineup changes. During the first intermission, Mr. Dustin Boydell, he'll be here for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. We're going to go through the ups and downs of the first period as well. We'll cover some of the latest Canucks news of the day. During the second intermission, we've got Canucks fan 94. He is back after last time we had him on and the entire stream almost crashed. We had some technical issues. So today we got Canucks fan 94 back on during the second intermission. We're going to chat about how the game has gone, how the Canucks season has gone, and what he wants to see moving forward. And then we may have Dustin for the post-game show, but it's time depending. He's got to take his kid to practice, so we will see if the time works out. We shall see. Yeah. So how about let's start off with the hellos, like I said we would. Oh, that's probably a good idea. Do what we said we were going to do. All right. Rod, first one in the building. Go Canucks, go! And then he said just before that, it's over, but the cry, it's all over, but the crying. And then I'm like, go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go, Canucks, go! And then Calvin 99 Charlie, he's like, oh wow, didn't know that it was this early. Trevor Linden, go Canucks, go. 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 Trevor Linden. And then Minor Dow says, it's never too late to cry. And then he donates $2. Thank you very much, Minor Dow. Canucks fan 94, speak of the devil. I've been crying this whole season. Yeah. It's a very common trait for us Canucks fans, isn't it? Just crying away. Oh my goodness. Minor Dow, that's what keeps us together. True. Yeah. Together in misery and despair. Mike Torrance in the chat. Good luck, Canucks. Jake Takes Hockey. Gamer A's in the chat. Winning our remaining games might take to the playoffs, but almost impossible of where we are now. Yeah. We'll have a look at the standings too, because it's not looking good. B, welcome back, B. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, B. Gamer A, it's not going to happen, says Canucks fan 94. Mike Torrance, let's make a show of it for the fans. Yeah, heck yeah. I want to see a show. Calvin 99 Charlie, bong rips for the win. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. And then Swerve and Irvin shows up using all those custom emojis. Dobby, learn the rules. Trevor Linden, swear jar, goal, Big Mac. Canucks go, Dobby, learn the rules. Trevor Linden, swear jar, goal, Big Mac. Calvin 99 Charlie, he's back early. That's awesome. It didn't even look like he was injured. Who's back? Blues have won 11 in a row. Madness. Yes, they have. So weird. The Canucks, the Abbotsford Canucks have won 11 games in a row as well. So you got the Vancouver Canucks chasing a team that has won 11 games in a row, and you've got their farm team also winning 11 games in a row. So it's weird how the universe works sometimes. Hachiko, it's too early for a game. I'm still in bed. Hachiko, it is the afternoon. You college student. Oh, the PWHL had their first Michigan goal. Did you guys see that? There it is. The women's hockey have come into the new age of picking up the puck and putting it in from behind the net. Pretty crazy. Calvin 99 Charlie, Rangers got beat 4-0 by the Devils. Ha ha, yeah, says Ichigo. Mike Torrance, we will get the sock and soap to get you out of bed. Oh my goodness, Mike Torrance. That doesn't leave a bruise, right? Quite the opposite. I went to watch the Minecraft movie with my friends. So you were up late watching the Minecraft movie. Nerd! Was it good? How was it? Calvin 99 Charlie, he was knitting at home, laugh out loud. Was it okay? Calvin 99 Charlie, me and my kids are going to go watch that soon. That should be fun. Hachiko, it was so terrible, it was funny. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought it would go. So bad that it's good, sort of a thing. Hachiko, just know there is a character named Chungus. Chungus Among Us. The Bunny Fan. Your is the correct spelling. Did somebody put your and not the proper? Chungus? Like the fat Bugs Bunny? Yes. Mike Torrance, not a huge Jack Black fan myself. I did too, says the Bunny Fan, Hachiko. But the character is a pigeon. A piglin. Oh, a piglin. Bruh, they failed. Laugh out loud. Want to see the remake of The Naked Gun? Are they remaking Naked Gun? Wow. Yes, Big Hog, I have friends. Unlike you, JK. Oh, crying. Oh, good. I don't like early donos last time we lost. I know, right, Calvin? Who knows? How many more points do the Canucks need for the playoffs? We probably need 14 more points, I would say. And we've got 7 more games. So we have to win every single game, Bunny Fan. That's scary close. Feels that a Dumb and Dumber quote. Connor Hill, I don't really know if I want the team to win today. I don't really know if it's worth prolonging the agony of relying on our teams dropping points and not taking ours. Yeah, fair enough. I'm kind of feeling the same way. The Bunny Fan, they need too many. Big Hog, are you saying I can't see your messages? What's going on with that? Bro, am I hidden from Russ? You ain't reading my comments. Yeah, it's not popping up, Big Hog. What's up with that? What'd you do? Oh, no, there it is. Big Hog Hockey. There's a junior Halifax Thunderbirds tryout tomorrow at Scotiabank Center where the 2023 World Juniors were. I'm not going, crying. See there, Big Hog, I can see you now. I don't know. Anything's possible. Dark Fear 91. Welcome back, Dark Fear. Hey, nothing is perfect. How's it going? Here we are. Our two teams playing against each other in futility. Look at the Blues when they won. Yeah. Big Hog, teleport over there. The Bunny Fan, just have to hold off on for the last few games. I've tried it, Chico. It's like my mouse is dying or something. Connor Hill, the Bunny Fan, when you're the Vancouver Canucks, you make the assumption seems really wild. Wait, laugh out loud. Hachiko, they're airing the game on TV. Let's go! The Bunny Fan, I wish you good luck if they don't make the playoffs. Move over to watch the Blues. They'll be fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, we're all looking for the Blues to knock the Oilers out in the first round. That would be pretty funny, so we'll see what happens. The Bunny Fan, did Canucks Nate get his channel deleted? Can't find him anywhere. Who's Canucks Nate? I've never heard of this guy. PWHL is greater than NHL. B, let's go. We got this. Universal Labs, good opportunity for us tonight. Who are you guys playing today, Universal? Let's see. Who are the... Oh, you guys are playing Flyers. Yeah. So you do have a good chance if you can beat the Flyers. Connor Hill, I'm sure the Minecraft movie was better IMDb rating than Snowlight. Probably. Dark Fear. Since we got eliminated, I don't take it serious anymore. Yeah, so you're just here for the fun. The Bunny Fan. He did your when he should have done your. Oh, yeah. Big Hog. Bro, am I hidden from Russell? He ain't reading my comments. Good. Big Hog, we can see your comments. Maybe it's blurred for him. I don't think so. Russell can. I don't think Russell can. Yeah, now I can. That's weird. I don't know why they weren't popping up before, buddy. Welcome to the chat, Big Hog. The Bunny Fan. Big Hog's comments are getting blurred, Russell. Did you accidentally block him? Nah, I didn't block him. Weird things. They can remake Naked Gun, but they can't erase the fact that the original had O.J. Simpson in it. True. So does that mean we need to find another murderer to star in it? Is there any people who are former murderers that would star in it? You're reading them. You weren't reading them. Yeah, weird. As much as I don't want to say it, I would rather lose whatever game we have left just to improve our draft odds That is where we are at right now. Oh, good. Gamer A, I almost died when I was looking at the season stats. Yeah. Don't worry, Big Hog. I get player one syndrome also. Laughing and crying. I think Big Hog was accusing you of committing a heinous cybercrime. Yeah, I was. Calvin 99 Charlie. At least you don't say, fine, I'll leave then. Laughing and crying. Still not Deadly Flames eliminated. Still not nice. Deadly Flames eliminated us. Yeah, what the heck, Deadly Flames? And there's Drew Richards, king of the mods in the chat. What's up, team? Coconuts Glow. Good afternoon, Rusky. How's it going, Drewski? Nice to see you. Coconuts Glow. Coconuts Glow. Coconuts Glow. And then Drew Richards like dobby dobby dobby. And then Gary Wiseman in the chat. No expectations for this game or the rest of the season. Just here to support the boys and hope the young guns put in a good shift. Me too. All right, let's hop over to the stats that you want, but you don't really need. I think we're running a little bit behind now. That's all right, though. Canucks on Saturday. They have done a Saturday game 788 times. When they're playing at home, they've played 388. They're actually really good at home on Saturday. They're 212 and 155 with 21 overtime losses. So pretty good. We don't need to talk about away. How about April the 5th, when the Vancouver Canucks... No, I don't want to restart my computer. Windows. Why would you do that? April the 5th. The Canucks have played 18 times on April the 5th. They are 9-9 overall. They're 6-5 at home on April the 5th. So another good stat that we like about playing at home. Canucks versus the Ducks. They have played each other 117 times. The Canucks are 60-50 at home. They're 32-27. They're actually 28-23 on the road. So they're even better away for some reason. But yeah. Positive record, both sides of it. And then the Canucks versus the Ducks on Saturday. They've played each other 14 times on Saturday. 12 of those have been at home. The Canucks are 4-8 versus the Ducks on Saturday. So this is the first home stat that we don't like here between the Ducks and the Canucks. If we're looking at the Canucks' current leading scorer against the Ducks, it's Elias Pettersson, 7 goals in 20 games. He's not playing tonight. But Hughes, he's got 16 assists in 15 games. He's playing tonight. Pettersson, 20 points in 20 games. Like I said, not playing tonight. Ducks' current leading scorer against the Canucks. Troy Terry's got 5 goals in 19 games and 13 assists for a total of 18 points in 19 games. And then there's me. Looks like I'm ready for a fight. There's Canucks fan 94. There's Dustin. There's the Whale. And it's Saturday, April 5th, a 1 o'clock game. Let's hop over to the team stats. In the last 5 games, Leo Carlsson has 7 points for the Ducks. 4 goals, and Jackson Lacombe has 4 assists. In the last 5 games, Pew Suter's got 8 points. Ratu's got 3 goals, and Suter has 6 assists. The Canucks have beaten the Ducks twice this year, and the Ducks won 1 game back in February. So if the Canucks can win today, they will take the season series 3-1. We're looking at team stats. The Anaheim Ducks are worst power play in the entire league at 12.5%. The Canucks are right in the middle at 15th, 22.5%. Penalty kill wise, the Ducks are terrible. They're 28th, 73.5%. The Canucks are sitting at 83%, which gives them 3rd best in the league, which is really, really good. Face-off wise, the Ducks are the absolute worst, 32 in the whole league at 44.3%. The Canucks are not much better at 23rd, 49%. Pretty much flip a coin. And then the Ducks, when it comes to goal scoring, they've scored 2.69 per game. That's 27th in the league. Canucks are slightly better at 2.8, 23rd in the league. And then goals against, the Ducks have allowed 3.13 per game, 21st in the league, and 3.09 for the Canucks allowed, which is 20th. So just slightly better. Back to back there, in fact. If we're looking at the last 10 games, the Ducks have gone 5-4-1, and the Canucks have gone 4-4-2. The Canucks, however, on a 3-game losing streak, as mentioned by our Ducks fan, Dark Fear 91, the Ducks were defeated by the Calgary Flames last game, which eliminated them from playoff contention. Scores-wise, we are watching what games? Well, there's the Blues playing there against the Avs. We got the Flames playing, so we're going to be keeping our eyes on that against the Golden Knights. The Utah Hockey Club are playing against the Jets. As mentioned by Ichiko, the Devils beat the Rangers 4-0. So yeah, we'll be keeping our eyes on some of these games here. Looking for the Utah Hockey Club to lose and the Flames to lose. We're looking at the standings. It's not looking good, guys. I won't sugarcoat it for you. The Canucks have 81 points in 75 games. The Flames have 84 points in 75 games. They trail the Minnesota Wild, who have 89 points in 77 games. So best case scenario, let's say the Canucks win both the games in hand. That gives them up to 85 points. So theoretically, they are 4 points out of a playoff spot. So not eliminated yet, but definitely on life support right now. All right, let's get back to the bar and have a look at our lineup. As I mentioned, there have been a couple of changes for the Canucks. If we're looking at the offensive lines, we've got the top line of Jake DeBrusk, Pius Suter, and Brock Besser still together. Our second line comes in as Teddy Blueger, Drew O'Connor, and Connor Garland. Our third line comes in as Max Sasson getting the lineup as a result of Amon being injured, Linus Carlson, and Lecker playing with him, and then Dakota Joshua, Atu Ratu, and Kiefer Sherwood playing together on the fourth line. If we look at the defense and the goaltenders, one change here as well with Tyler Myers being hurt, but Quinn Hughes and Phil Hronek, top pair playing together. Second pair has changed because Victorio Mancini has come into lineup with Marcus Pettersson. And then our third pair is the same. It's Derek Forbort and Elias Pettersson. And starting for your Vancouver Canucks is Thatcher the Snatcher Demko. All right. They're just finishing up the Canadian national anthem. There was some boos for the American national anthem again. Guess we're still booing them, apparently. Coming to you live from No Signal Arena. The Vancouver Canucks, the Anaheim Ducks. Canucks still have a slight chance. The Ducks are already eliminated, but that didn't make a difference against Seattle because the Canucks did not show up last game. The Bunny fan, laugh out loud. If the Blues v Oilers, I'd love that. My two favorite teams, to be honest, I wouldn't care who won. I might watch the Blues, but I will not be cheering for them. What's cooking, Soup Gang? This is Gary Wiseman, funniest man in chat. Drew Richards, Trevor Linden. Hachiko's like, Drew! And then Connor Hill's like, buy some freaking miracle. Despite being in 29th place, Boston are still mathematically able to make the playoffs with 6 games left. That's how tight the East is, I guess, eh? Big Hog Hockey, is Naked Gun appropriate for an 8-year-old like myself? Probably not. No, Big Hog. You have to be 9. Universal Habs 13. Best part is we are at home tonight. Yep. Yeah, you guys should be able to take Philly, but they have been playing really, really well since they fired Tortorella. Big Hog, damn it. Calvin 99 Charlie, in Vancouver fashion, I feel like we're going to lose this game and destroy Vegas the first game and then lose the next. Yep. Canucks logic would probably say those things are going to happen. Are you serious? 8-year-old? What? Yeah. The Bunny fan, my stream just went back 13 minutes. That's weird. Just click on the live button. We're underway. First period. Vancouver Canucks versus the Anaheim Ducks. I'll give you guys a countdown once it comes back up on the screen. April Fools. It's too late to be doing April Fools, Big Hog. 50 more days, boys. Hachiko, Big Hog is actually a 42-year-old man living in his mom's basement. How did you know? Shut up, Big Hog. I'm in your walls, Big Hog, says Hachiko. Marcus Pettersson off the boards and out to center, but it gets intercepted by the Ducks. Suter's there trying to intercept it. Connor Garland comes in to support. Canucks change their lineup. Quinn Hughes is back on the line. But it looks like they have changed the lines from what I said. So classic Canucks fashion. They have changed it. So it looks like it's Hughes and Marcus Pettersson playing together, maybe? Or maybe Hughes is going to go for a change, but Canucks bring it into the zone. Sherwood with a shot. That one gets blocked right to the front of the net. Dakota Joshua. Okay, I'll give you guys a countdown now because I can see it on the screen. Oh, no, now they're showing the line combination for the Canucks. Classic. Yeah, so all the lines look, actually, the forward lines look proper. I can't even give you guys a countdown, and Anaheim's already scored. Good, says Big Hog. And at Hachiko isn't sure which to support, which of the ocean's apex predators. Yeah. I don't know. Be weird if Russell had an 8-year-old as a mod. I'm 2 months old. I should be a mod. Troy Terry, continuing his ways. That's going to be one Thatcher Demko is going to want back. Short side, top corner, right over the glove. What a shot. Troy Terry extending his lead in the, that is his 6th goal against the Canucks in his career. Universal Habs. Today we signed free agent for Cam Fowler, brother Jacob Fowler. Here's a goalie. Yeah, I saw that. Jacob Fowler. Another hockey brother combination happening in the NHL with the Fowler brothers. Laughing and crying. Enjoy the game. Hope you guys win. Thanks, buddy. Oh, there we go. Demko got a save on the second shot of the game. Go Canucks, go, says Milosh. Welcome, Milosh. Connor Gill, the Bunny fan, even if we do, it's pretty academic at this stage. Yeah. Hachiko, God, Vancouver's so beautiful from those aerial shots. We have the most beautiful city in the world. I want to go there one day. You should come and visit. It'll be fun. Mike Torrance, Bunny, at this point, we are praying for a win. Yeah, true. Move there, Hachiko. Connor Gill, Hachiko, whatever you do, do not visit East Hastings. Jackson's Lacombe kind of just came out of nowhere. One day, Big Hog. Yes, sir. I will now personally move to East Hastings, Connor. You can't stop me. Hachiko would fit right in on East Hastings. Hachiko, good joke. He can sample some of the local fentanyl specials. Canucks are out, says Jazz. Gary, that's racist. Is it? I'll teach him the ropes, says Mike Torrance. Kevin and Charlie, isn't East Hastings cleaned up, or did it get back to the old days? Did it ever get cleaned up? Hachiko, is East Hastings the least cheap to live in? I think all of Vancouver is expensive. No, says Mike Torrance. Connor Hill at Calvin and Charlie. Oh, it's like something you'd see in a post-apocalyptic movie. Gary Rosman, yeah, because you live on the street. Which team is stronger, Stars or Avalanche? That's a hard question to answer, gamer, eh? I think right now you got to say Dallas, and the Vancouver Canucks have one shot on net, and the Ducks coach is cleaning his teeth. They cut to the coach for the Anaheim Ducks, and he's cleaning his teeth with a pen. That's hilarious. Got to remember, you're always on TV, buddy. I would say the Stars are probably the more powerful team right now, but part of the playoffs is always the experience, and I think the Colorado Avalanche have more experience in the playoffs. So I'm going to say right now Dallas is more powerful, but we'll see what happens. East Hastings is still East Hastings. It's Canucks fan 94. Barbershop window. Have make the playoffs one every 5 year. Oh, Besser got a shot. So Stahl makes a save. They never build. How can you guys support such a horrible team? You tell me. When was the last time the Oilers won a cup there, Barbershop? How do you support a team that hasn't won a Stanley Cup since the 90s, bro? It's been like 20-something years. Calvin and Charlie, yeah, there was a bunch of tents and shit and was not all over the street. Was horrible. Mancini! Hachiko loves Mancini. Connor Gill at Barbershop. That's a very good question. Yeah. I may have answered your question with another question, but to actually answer your question, Barbershop, I have no idea why I still cheer for the Canucks. I can't help myself. I might be insane, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Mike Torrance, because we got good enough goalies. Yep. That's not bad. Calvin 99 Charlie, I love the color of the lineup. Should keep it Russ. Only on Black Skate Nights. So yeah, we changed the color of the stream today because it's Black Skate Night for everyone who can't actually see the game right now. Agree, says Gary. Hachiko, why did you throw an eggplant emoji in there? What do you mean? Maybe Mancini makes Hachiko think of eggplants. Barbershop window, because maybe there aren't any NHL teams in British Columbia. There aren't any other. There might not be one NHL team in BC. Jazz, Canucks need to win all their games to have a tiny chance to make the playoffs. Yep. Hachiko, Big Hog, I don't know what you're talking about. Bruh, open your eyes. I don't know, maybe you're blind one. Bro, I'm not a ref. Cheers to evil. You should be. Joshua skates over the blue line, drops it for Ratu. Ratu puts it across for Elias Pettersson, who can't receive the pass. Anaheim chips the puck all the way down the ice. It's going to not be enough for icing. Sherwood leaves it in the corner for Forbort, who puts it up for Dakota Joshua. Can't receive the pass cleanly and gives it up. Anaheim will skate it through center. I should. I'd make bank. I'm blind. I'm hog. I want to be a ref. I'm blind. I'm hog. I want to be a ref. Maybe I'm not funny. You are funny, Jazz. Jason Negra in the house. Big Hog Hockey, you should ref with me. We'd be better than Wes McCauley. But can you give better goal announcements? 5 minutes for fighting. Emperor King, we can clinch tonight. Nothing is perfect. Can you, Emperor King, eh? Who are you kids playing? Oh, you're playing the Oilers right now, eh? You got an afternoon game as well? Oilers versus the Kings right now. It's a 0-0 tie. One shot on net from the Oilers in 4 minutes. 2-on-1 for the Ducks. Swing and a miss. And now 2-on-1 comes back the other way. We're exchanging 2-on-1s here. Shot goes wide. Marcus Pettersson puts it to the corner. Back over for O'Connor. O'Connor puts it over for Bluger. Bluger puts it to the point. That shot gets flubbed. Might have gone off a stick, which made the stick explode. Back to the bar. Good luck, Emperor King. Oh my God. I hate it here. Big Hog, do you know who you remind me of? Who you remind me of is Mancini. He has a baby face also. So I guess Hachiko likes the boys with baby faces. Wow, says Rod. We're pretty close to clinching too. A non-playoff spot, that is. How are we this bad? Redonkulous, says Rod. Yep. Calvin, I'm 8. Leave me alone. Go Jets. Go. Go Jets, 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 go. Jazz has blown his mind. He is no longer a Canucks fan. He has now become a Jets. He's no longer a Canucks fan. He's now a Jets fan. Ducks control. Shot. Bounces just wide of the net. Man, that one got... The shot went off of Demko, went off of one of the Canucks defensemen and just squeaked just wide of the net. That could have easily been 2-0 Ducks. Lecker puts it up the boards. Sasson fights it out. Lecker follows up, puts it past his man. Tried to sidestep his man and got checked, so should have been interference, but you know, the refs don't call that kind of thing, so fuck you, refs. Swear jar. Mike Torrance. Don't spam, please, says Rod. Tanking for 5th overall. Jazz, no spam. Batch posted Hughes paired with Mancini. Yeah, they changed it. They changed it on me, swerving. They always do that. This Canucks lineup is difficult to predict. Quinn Hughes skates down the boards, stops in the corner, gets pinned to the boards, trying to come up with the puck, tries to scoop it free for Besser. Besser loses the puck. Mancini is back, 2-on-1 for the Ducks. Demko with a save, and then Mancini clears it out of the front of the net. Kevin 99 Charlie, mods, do your job and stop the spamming. I don't care. Go Jets, go. Jazz doesn't care what you guys want. Big Hog, no. Swervin, you're making Hachiko jealous of Hughes. Yeah, I know, right? 1-0 down, and we're not even 5 minutes in. Yep. Demko with another save. Not even 2 minutes in, says Matt from the past. Welcome, Matt from the past. Big Hog, this is normal. Why are you all surprised? Yeah, why are you surprised that the Canucks are down 1-0? Unsubbing if you're 8 years old, minuscule hog. Lane Staley, okay, well, already 1-0. And now I'm out. Thanks for stopping by, Lane Staley. It was nice to see you for a second. I lived in New West for a while. Yeah, New West isn't bad, Rod? Wow, Calvin, you're mean. Dark Fear 91, we're probably playing mad because what the Flames did to us. Yeah, might be. You're going to take it out on us? You're going to redirect your anger towards us, Dark Fear? That's not very nice. Hachiko. WTF, says Jazz. Skytrain, Canuck Alfred. Demko doesn't look like Demko. The early goal he let in is not him. You are absolutely correct. Skytrain Alfred, that was not a goal that Demko usually lets in. So who knows? Maybe he's feeling tired because he hasn't been playing on a regular basis for a long time. Castle Siege 53. We are stronger. Yeah, I agree for now. Connor Gill. Hashtag fire Yogi. What's his name? I think Dustin might agree with you on that one. Hashtag justice for Yogi, says Big Mac, or Big Hog. Canucks 94. Skytrain Canucks, even elite goaltenders can let in a bad goal every now and then. Fair enough, Canucks fan. Connor Hill, Big Hog Hockey. Now that's a good joke too. Canucks fan 94. Some even have bad games once in a while. Big Hog Hockey, Connor. Salute. Plus, Gretzky carried Oilers' ass. True. But the last time they won a cup, he wasn't even on the team. Did you know that, Jazz? Connor Hill, Big Hog Hockey. Oh, come on. Have your say. Have you seen our PPs? Does Hughes carry the Canucks' ass? Yes, Matt from the past, he sure does. I have. Russell, if you were a multi-billionaire, would you buy the Canucks? Hell yeah. If I had the money, I would buy the Canucks in a second. I would be the greatest Canucks owner in the history of the Canucks franchise. It'd be great. I would hire Trevor Linden back. It'd be great. He coaches that. Oh, is that why it's like that? Ah, I see. Elias Pettersson puts it in down low. Sherwood picks it up, tries to get it in front of the net, gets blocked. Rung around the boards. Forward keeps it in, but then the Anaheim player follows up and gets it out. Elias Pettersson blocks the pass to the middle. Puck comes out to the point. Ducks put it on net. Kiefer Sherwood collects it, puts it off of a Duck shin pad and out to center. Jazz, any updates on Hedel, Petey, and Hogg? Hogg is close. Petey is not, and Hedel probably won't play for the rest of the season, Jazz, according to Rick Tocchet. Deadly Flames, I hope McDavid never wins a cup in my lifetime. Welcome, Deadly Flames. Welcome. Dark Fear 91 would like to have a chat with you. Welcome back, Deadly Flames. Nice to have you. I hope he does not, Deadly Flames, says Jazz. Calvin 99 Charlie, I doubt Aqua would even sell it after buying both stocks for it. Yeah. Frank Morris, true. Great goaltenders. Frank Morris knows that goaltenders are just humans and can make mistakes. Zegras drops it. Shot goes wide off of a shin pad, I believe. Another shot to the front. Demko makes a save and then covers it up after getting a slash from McTavish. Mancini clears him out of the front of the net. Connor Hill, Deadly Flames, if I were forced to choose you or him, then with the heaviest of hearts, Deadly Flames, you. Look at that! Who? JT Miller? Let's go Ducks, says they invented the flying V. They did. Ducks fly together. Okay, nice. Janet Tiffany Miller. Is that how his name goes? Dino DZ. Hi, guys. What a crazy season. I'm very sad we are not going to the playoffs. Dino, I feel that, man. I mean, we're not mathematically eliminated yet, but it would take a damn miracle. Female version of JT. Okay, first poll question. This one should be an easy one. All right. First poll question. Will the Canucks make the playoffs? Yes, no, uncontrollable laughter, hell no. Connor Cahill. Canucks are controlling. Back to the point. Shot goes wide. Connor Garland tried to chop it in front. Comes out of the net with a nice move. Passes in front. Marcus Pettersson gets a good shot on net. Dostal makes a save. Connor Cahill. Kings would do well not to get the Oilers in round one again. True. Connor, would this be the year that the LA Kings finally beat the Oilers? Do you think it's possible? 4 times the charm? Question mark. Can the LA Kings slay the dragon? Deadly Flames, Connor Gill. I refuse to answer that question. It's slowly becoming the Western equivalent of Boston versus Toronto. True. Yeah, it's getting pretty ridiculous. And then what's Toronto going to do? They don't have Boston to play anymore in the playoffs. So who knocks out Toronto? Because that's usually Boston's job. Calvin 99 Charlie, I don't like the way the hockey guy has JT Miller out of his boards. He has him as J Miller. Elias Pettersson scores his very first National Hockey League goal. It finally happened. I don't care if it's a mean nothing game for sure. DPD with his very first goal for the Vancouver Canucks. It finally happened. Set up by Linus Karlsson, I think. Yeah, Karlsson brings it in, goes down to the half boards, puts it in the middle, and DPD just rips it top corner. What a shot. Beautiful. Right in the top corner of Dostal. He couldn't even react. There was a screen in front by Lekermacki. DPD scores and ties the game. His very first career NHL goal. You love to see it. See, this is why we still watch, kids. This is why we still watch. Let's go, says Ichigo. Go, 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 go. Swerve and Irvin says go, 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 go. Jazz says woo. KJ Brazy's in the chat. DPD. Welcome, KJ Brazy. Junior's first goal, says Swerve and Irvin. Salutations, all, says KJ. Good timing, showing up right at the right time, KJ. Calvin 99 Charlie, Trevor Linden goal, 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 Trevor Linden. And then Kato Kato says DPD. And then Big Hog says bang. And then Leah Herring says LMAO. And then Swerve and Irvin says more of that, please, good sir. And then Big Hog's like go, 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 go. And then Big Hog says let's go PD. And then Mike Torrance says yeah. And then Big Hog Hockey says LFG. Ooh. And then Jazz says go, 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 go. And then Jazz says LFGGGGG. Connor Gill, I believe your other half, Crystal is her name, I think. I bet she gets a kick out of your goal announcement if she hears you. She gives me the look a lot of the time. Yes, she sure does, Connor. Yeah. She thinks I'm ridiculous. But that's why she married me. B-Dog! Go, 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 go. Unfortunately, right now, Crystal is very sick. She was up all night. So she's sleeping right now. So unfortunately. Elias, eggplant, 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 eggplant. This EP has scored more than the other EP over the last 5 games. Gary Wiseman, that is correct. Yeah. Yeah. Elias Pettersson has scored more goals. Picks, but we will walk for free, says Dino DZ. Are you talking about Besser? Go Vancouver Canucks, go, says Swerve and Irvin. Connor Gill, Deadly Flames, right. Then you should maybe change your name to Deadly Flames off. What a save, Demmer. Vancouver, I miss them. Oh, VCR. You do miss your VCRs, don't you? Yeah, Sasson and Lekermacki in the front of the net. You'll love to see it. Connor Hill, you know things are bad when you're having more fun chatting here than watching the actual game. No, listening to the videotape rewind was fun. Swerve and Irvin just showed up and donated 5 gifted memberships to Nothing is Perfect. Swerve and Irvin, what a generous show for that DPD goal. Lane Staley, Fire Virgo Rabbit, BC Born, Stan C, and Mikulash, the hosts, all getting a free gifted membership from Mr. Swerve and Irvin. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for that generous donation, Swerve and Irvin. And right then, Demko makes a big save. Don't know hype, Swerve and Irvin. Big Ogagi, hashtag get better soon or else Mrs. Russell Holiday. It's like get better soon or else. Santa, says Jazz, question mark. Nice, says Mike Torrance. Swervin filling in for Major today. Santa 4.0. Swervin Irvin, $25 dono for number 25. I like that, Swervin Irvin. That's very good. I appreciate it. Going straight to Dobby's college education. Now the Canucks have to score 5 to pay Swervin back. I don't like that EP40 is very close to EDP 40. What's EDP 40? Has anyone of you met Russ in real life? I have. That's a lie, Big Hog. Meeting people in real life means you have to leave your room. So no. Not. The Canucks scored again! Heronic from the point, jams it into the net. Looks like it trickled in, kids. Oh, it went off an Anaheim, sticking into the net. Bluger puts it back over Heronic. Heronic with a wrist shot. That one tipped off of a stick and off the post and in. What a deflection high. That took a crazy bounce past the breast in front and into the net. The Vancouver Canucks have taken a 2-1 lead. LWTA, go! Let's go! Hitchy, go, 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 go. Thanks, Swerve and Irvin, says Lane Saley. Oh, says Jazz. Swerve and Irvin, I was at the same event as Russ once. Yeah, we did. We both went to Fan Expo, but we didn't meet. Someday we'll have a Nothing is Perfect meetup. Jazz says go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Rod, Canucks win every game. Flames and Wild lose every game. And we're in, says Rod. Yes, we believe still. Swerve and Irvin, go, 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 go. Rod says go, 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 go. Who tipped it in? It was an Anaheim Duck. Go, Canucks, go. Daniel Lazek, welcome back. Daniel Lazek, nice to see ya. Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden goal. 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 Trevor Linden. And then Daniel Lazek also says go, 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 go. And Rod says go, 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 go. Jake Six Hockey, go. Dobby, Dobby. And then Mike Torrance says, yay! And we got another subscriber. You love to see it. Rod says, Jake Six Hockey, Dobby. Jake Six Hockey, Dobby. Jake Six Hockey, Dobby. And then Gary Wiseman says, man, no chance for Dostal. Yeah, no, he didn't have a chance. It was a tip very up high. Oh, and then Anaheim has just taken a penalty. Hell yeah, says Gamer A. What a beauty, says B-Dog. Watching from Kamloops. Hi, thumbs up, high five. And the Canucks are going to the power play with 9 shots on net and 2 goals to 1. 9 minutes left to go in the first period. Jazz says go, 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 go. Zach, welcome, Zach. Go, 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 go. All D scoring game? Yes. Okay, now it's Quinn Hughes' turn to score. Brock Besser, high slot. Puts it down low. Lekermacki puts it across for Hughes. Lekermacki and Hughes. Besser looking up high for Lekermacki. Lekermacki puts over for Hughes. Hughes skates to the middle. Canucks change formation. Hughes puts it down low. The Canucks score again! Brock Besser tips it from the high slot, but this time instead of a duck, it was a Vancouver Canuck tipping it in. The Vancouver Canucks have taken a 2-goal lead. Lekermacki puts it over for Hughes, and then they shift to the middle, and then Hughes looks down low. Besser skates in front, and then Hughes with a perfect slap pass, with a wrist shot pass, and then Brock Besser with a good stick position tips it right over the glove of Dostal, right between his glove and his ear. Yeah, didn't have a chance on that one. Canucks take a 3-1 lead. Jazz is like, go, go, go. Minuscule PP. I'm glad, but very seriously, Heronic will take the slap shot ever again. Yeah, he might never. Hachiko would like an all D day. Yep, bad PP. Shit PP. Fuck this awful PP. Swear jar. Blue shirts. Oh, we had one job to do and I hate it. Sorry, Blue Shirts Nation. Yeah, we did see that. Lane Saley, we need Anaheim to score more on themselves. Ha ha ha. We didn't need them for that one. Mohammed, welcome, Mohammed. Welcome to chat. Hello, wrestling everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Zorro Rosario in the chat. Welcome, Zorro Rosario. Hello, Russell. Happy Saturday, 2-1. Always ahead. Cheers to the chat crowd. Welcome, Zorro Rosario. Gary Wiseman. Yo, Mo, what's up? And then Mohammed says, go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go. And then B-Dog says, good to see ya, Mohammed. And then Hachiko says, go, 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 go. And Mohammed says, Canucks PP. And then Swerve Nervous says, go, 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 go. And then Jazz says, go, 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 go. And then Hachiko says, I'm Brock Hard. And then Jazz says, go, 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 go. And Lekermacki with an assist on that, his 3rd of the season. And Hughes got his 55th of the season assist-wise. Oh, man. Carlson trying to get over for Ratu just getting worked over in front of the net. Oh, Anaheim took another penalty for cross-checking, yeah. Heronic with a move to the middle. puts it in front for Carlson. Carlson gets the puck and puts it over Sherwood. The Canucks have pulled the goalie to have the extra attacker. Quinn Hughes at the high slot. Hronek puts it back for him. Hughes looks across for Sherwood. Sherwood shoots. And Dostal makes a save and then collects the rebound. Canucks will be going to another power play. And then Calvin 99 Charlie's like, Trevor Linden goal, 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 Trevor Linden. Canucks scores, Mohammed. Let's fucking go, says Calvin 99 Charlie. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Mohammed says, goal. And Daniel Lazek says, go, 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 go. And then Big Hog says, bang. And Jazz says, go, 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 go. And Big Hog says, go, 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 go. And then Lane Staley, let's go. Okay, I'm back now. Welcome back, Lane Staley. Nice to have you. Daniel Lazek says, go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. And then Big Hog's like, go, 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 go. And then Jazz says, me and Hachiko, way ahead of y'all. And then Mike Torrance says, magic. And then Big Hog says, then Big Hog says, re-sign the man. Canucks shot just goes wide. Ducks get it out to center. Looks like DeBrusk might have tipped that one. Mohammed, freaking amazing pass from Hughes. 12 by 8. Yeah, let's re-sign him. 12 by 8. Right to the middle. Hughes streaking down. Shoots. And the Canucks score! Canucks score! Another power play goal! Quinn Hughes with a shot to the front of the net. And then Connor Garland on the rebound jams into the net. The Vancouver Canucks are going off in the period. Have taken a 4-1 lead against the Ducks. On commentary, they used, it's almost like they lulled the penalty kill to sleep, so that was the PP strategy all along. First time that it worked all season. Hughes puts it off of Dostal and Connor Garland in front. He's got a man checking him, but the dude just doesn't. Carlson just can't check him. And right on the goal line, Connor Garland clears up the garbage, puts it off of his own knee, and then chips it in the net. Connor Garland. Kent McGuire, let's fucking go! Philip, dirty angle, Hronek, minuscule PP time, sends 1-3-0 over the Panthers today. Nothing is perfect. Oh, did they? Sends with another big win. Hello, Gary and B-Dog, says Mohammed. Bad PP. Swerve and Irvin, you think you're Tyler Myers there, bud? Canucks PP. Shit PP. Awful PP. Also, subscribe to Nothing is Perfect. If you're new to chat, I make Canucks videos and appreciate it if you would subscribe. Guys, say the word we said last PP. Blue Shirt Nation, it's whatever. Leaving Shesterkin out to dry is rough. Yeah. I feel bad for Shesterkin. Sometimes they're big shirt, Blue Shirts Nation. But he is an awesome goalie. Hachiko, go, 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 go. Jazz, so we can score again. Swerve and Irvin. Go, 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 go. Jazz, go, 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 go. Hachiko, we may never lose again. Connor Cahill, I just watched the Rangers Devils highlights. God almighty. Rangers are shocking to watch. Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden goal. 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 Trevor Linden. And then Canucks score, says Mohammed. And then Connor Cahill says the empty net goal. Devils was made absolute fools out of them. Joshua puts it behind the net. Sherwood. Ooh. Joshua scores! The Ducks have absolutely crumbled in. Dakota Joshua with a chip shot over the glove side of Dostal. He can't stop a beach ball a day, Joshua. Dakota Joshua. He makes it 5-1, kids. 5. Count on 5-1. Marcus Pettersson at the net. Gets tipped by Sherwood. And then Dakota Joshua picks up the puck off the tip and chips it past Dostal. Good work, boys. 5 goals in the first period. I can't keep up with chat. Big Hog's like, ha 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 ha, nah. Yo, what's shaking? Everyone says Big Mac 133. Sorry, I'm late. Big Mac. And then Big Hog says, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. And the Ducks have taken a timeout because they're freaking out. And then Hachiko says, go, 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 go. And Swerve and Irvin says, go, 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 go. And then Swerve and says, woo! And then Jazz says, go, 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 go. And Hachiko says, I have tears in my eyes, bro. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, Trevor Linden goal, 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 Trevor Linden. And then Connor Hill's like 5-1. And then Gary Osmond like, what is happening? No way. Big Mac says, go, 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 go. Boom. Go, go, go. And then Gary says, we should play all of our games at noon. Lane Staley says, OMG. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, WTF. OMFG says Kent McGuire. And then Mohammed says, Canucks score. And then Big Hog says, bang. And then B-Dog says, go, 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 go. Big Mac. And then Muhammad says, go. And then Daniel Lozek says, WTF. Go, go, go. And then Big Hog says, go, 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 go. And Connor Hill says, where the hell has this been the entire goddamn season? Paragraph Pro, this team is ruining our whole intermission show. I know, right? Our whole intermission is supposed to be doom and gloom, and all they're doing is scoring goals. Big Hog Hockey. Go, 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 go. Laugh my fucking ass off. Swear jar. OMG. Who is this team, says Mike Torrance. What the actual fuck, says Big Hog. Gamer A. Wow, the Canucks probably found their A game right now. Calvin 99 Charlie. You love to see it, Dustin. And then Big Hog says, the Canucks are anti-tanking. Are we the Canucks PR? Who are we? B-Dog. Great one, DJ. Skytrain Alfred. Oh, B-Dog, what song did the DJ play? Skytrain Alfred. 5 goals in only the first period. Mohammed, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. 5 goals in 5 minutes. LMAO! Yeah, they scored at 9:40. Yeah, look at this. So DPD scored his first NHL goal at 9:40. And then just over a minute later, Phil Hronek scored. And then less than a minute later, Besser scored. And then less than a minute after that, Connor Garland scored. And then even less than a minute after that, Dakota Joshua scored. So Quinn Hughes is up to 56 assists on the season. He's got 2 so far tonight. Forbart's up to 8. Carlson gets his first assist. Liker Mackey's got 3 assists. Besser's up to 23 assists. Connor Garland's got his 19th of the season. Brock Besser's up to 25 goals. Dakota Joshua is up to 6 goals. Kiefer Sherwood's at 19 assists. Marcus Pettersson's at 23 assists. It's crazy out here. It's just crazy. Back to the bar. I'm drinking coffee. Oh, delicious coffee. Anaheim takes a timeout. If it was us, Talkit would never do that. True. What's up, Dax? This guy, Train Alfred. Big Oggy, at least this point, we're scoring 15 goals. Yeah. Final score will be 15-3. Zachary, go, go, go. Yeah, 5 goals in 4.5 minutes. Go Canucks, go, says Rod. Mohammed, Canucks, the fastest 5 goals. Awesome. Rod, swear jar, swear jar. Go Vancouver, says Zach. Let's Vancouver. Let's Vancouver. Jazz, am I dreaming? Like WTF. Shot, hit the crossbar, and then went out of play by Anaheim. Oh, B-Dog, DJ, Dakota. Ah, Dakota Joshua. Kaloran with a shot off the bar. Yeah, good screen. He used the fenceman as a screen. Lane Staley, if we lose this game, I will buy a McDavid jersey and hang myself with it. Just kidding. But seriously, I'll just get really drunk and cry in the shower. Laugh out loud. Oh, fair enough. Castle Siege, excellent. We are winning over the Penguins. Nice at nothing is perfect. Yeah, 2-1 over Penguins right now in the second period there, Castle Siege. I love that nickname, B-Dog. DJ! Mancini with a shot. Big Oggy Russ, I'm using the clips of you laughing for my post-game video. Perfect. Do it. Do it. B-Dog, me too, Calvin. Connor Cahill, Lane Staley, you will forever be condemned if you do buy that jersey. Connor's like, it's nothing to joke about. Condemned. Canucks lead 5-1 after a 5-goal outburst in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Thatcher Demko puts it up the boards. Canucks collect it, but lose the puck. Marcus Pettersson puts it behind the net, rings it around. Lekermacki scoops it out to center. Zach. Toronto Maple Leafs, Columbus Blue Jackets, 7 p.m. Oilers and Kings are tied in the first intermission too. Hi, boo. Everyone says that you need to get better, and they wish that you get better. Big Hug said get better or else. So once you're at full, well, you could probably beat him up at non-full strength. I'm going to steal that one, says Calvin99 Charlie. DJ! Stickers at you. Yo, nothing family. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Go Canucks, go. And thank you, Major Dow, for the membership. Sticker Snatcher in the house. What's up, my dude? Dak is now known as DJ. Yeah, Dakota Joshua, DJ. Makes sense. Yes, Zach. Too evil. Too evil. Cheersing with some coffee. And then I'm going to switch over to some tequila, I think, after. Bomb Rick for the win, says Calvin99 Charlie. Trevor Linden. Kaloran just hit another post. Yeah. Skytrain. We can't let this game get away from us, can we? Gary Wiseman and Calvin just hit the bong. Damn, red iron. Bong rips followed by a coffee chaser. Mike Torrance, that is a good combination. O'Connor onto the puck, but loses it. 2:15 left to go in the first period. Man, I haven't had a coffee in a while. You stopped smoking and you stopped drinking coffee, bro? Are you Mormon now, Calvin? Castle Siege, I am actually at the Stars game. Bro, you're at the Stars game? Man, that must be fun. You guys are really ramping up for the playoffs. Swerve and Irvin, new Canucks schedule 2025. Anaheim and Chicago for a full 82 games and the playoffs too. Hell yeah! Blue Shirts Nation. Russell, worst thing is we have 0 comeback wins this season. Bro, you guys don't have a single comeback? Major Dow shows up and he's like, Swerve and Irvin, I see you. I'm also going to drop 5 gifted memberships. Minor Dow, Ramji getting the free gifted membership. Gage Kenny getting a free gifted membership. Seamus B, my cousin's watching from Kamloops. He gets a free gifted membership. Watch YouTube. We got YouTube watching right now. He also gets a free gifted membership. And then David Hermary also gets a free gifted membership. Thank you very much, Minor Dow, for the 5 gifted memberships covering all 5 goals. Demko makes a good save, keeping it 5-1. Minute 29 left to go in the first period. Anaheim controlling in the zone. So that's pretty hilarious that Swerve and Irvin donates 5 gifted memberships only to have the Canucks score 5 goals. And then Minor Dow shows up and he's like, I can donate 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you very much, Minor Dow. I appreciate it. Straight into Dobby's college education. Yeah, so Ramji, Gage Kenny, Seamus B, Watch YouTube, and David Hermary all getting a free gifted membership from Minor Dow. You'll love to see it. Thank you very much. Jump the Glass Castle, says Big Hug. Wish me luck in wrestling today. Good luck, Derek. 45 seconds left to go in the first period. Yes, Swervin. What the F actually happened, said Minor Dow. That would be a great Swervin Irvin. Canucks hockey happened. Yep. Hey, Gary Wiseman. Hey, Minor Dow. Don't jinx us. Ironic. Sure, with a shot. Dostal makes a save. Jazz, we seem to be asking the same question, Minor Dow. Big Oggy. Hi, Boo. Yep. My wife's nickname is Boo. What WTF is that username? Wow. Crying. Don't question it. Just enjoy it. Winky faces Gary Wiseman. Too evil, says Big Mac. Swerve, I don't know how old Zach is, but I blocked him. I can't stand his Leafs propaganda constantly. Pink in the chat. We're out of the playoffs. Pink, we just scored 5 goals in 4.5 minutes. We're not talking about the playoffs right now. Get with it. Get with it. Too evil, says Jazz. Sad face. Jacob is back. Still a little change. Santa! Swear jar, says Zach. Santa! Heath Riz, 5-1, the most dangerous lead in hockey. Yeah, Heath Riz, they got to be careful. Don't know how, says Jazz. Santa for this time. Hot to go. Santa rocks. Santa! Mohammed, Canucks keep the pressure on. Please don't get too comfortable now. Calvin 99 Charlie. Oh, I just have to made a coffee. Oh. All right. So we're into the first intermission. Oh, I just haven't made myself a coffee. Been drinking too much Coke. I love me my Coke. Hot to go is a fire song. Sort of remember when y'all joked about the Canucks scoring 5 after I gifted memberships? We're giving the credit to Swerve and Irvin for the 5 goals. Let's go Canucks, says Mohammed. Blue, white, green, blue, white, green, blue, white, green. Hoshio, it is Big Hog. Calvin drinking Coke is definitely safer than snorting it. True. Minor Dow, hype. All right, let's get Dustin on here, shall we? Dustin Boydell. Alrighty then. Well, without further ado, Canucks have ruined our intermission, but here we go. Dustin Boydell. And Dustin, just before we get into it, pink sunglasses shows up right when we get started. Donates $13.99 and just says Canucks hockey.
Yep, that's Canucks hockey, baby. Borderline mathematically out of it, and got to ruin those draft chances, baby.
Yeah. Who needs high draft?
Got to ruin those lottery odds, right? You got oh man, frustrating, but also like entertaining to watch. There you go. Like there's all the goal scoring we've been missing all bloody year.
Yep,
in one period.
Wow, I mean, gotta love it for little DPD, young PD getting his first goal. We've been waiting a while for that one. He's had some posts and some good chances, but probably feels really good for the young guy, eh?
Oh yeah, 4 rookies out there for that goal too. Derek Forbert holding down the fort as old man. So you love to see that. Linus Karlsson with a nice pass across, and DPD there sniping it top corner. You gotta love when your first goal is one like that, just a beauty. Off a nice passing play. Demko, first shot, looked a little shaky and then totally redeemed himself with a couple big saves, and then a couple other shots that could have been an inch from finding the back of the net. But if you ask any goalie, a post is just as good as a save. It means that they took away every angle for you except the post, and the post doesn't count. So
we'll take
goalies love to. Yeah, exactly. 6 points from defensemen in the on 5 goals. You Shorty was talking about how much offense we get from our blue line, which is needed because we don't get a ton of offense from our offense. So any help we can get is welcomed. Besser, of course, has to get one on the power play there because I've been kind of ragging on him a bit. Still doesn't help his plus minus because it's a power play goal, right. But a goal's a goal. Connor Garland, Johnny on the spot for a little deflection there, and then Dakota Joshua with another nice shot to beat Dostal, which is pretty uncharacteristic for that young man to give up that many goals in a period.
I think it's funny. This is one of those things too, because we always talk about Canucks logic, right? And then the first, the Hronek goal is like that very high tip that tips top corner, right? But then the next play, now it's almost the exact same play, but this time it's a Canuck tipping it in. So it's like back-to-back goals that look exactly the same, only Anaheim caused one of them and then Brock Besser caused the other one. So it's just Canucks logic, right? We see that kind of nonsense on a regular basis.
Oh, 100%. It's this is what it is. 100% on the power play. Haven't had to kill one yet. They've got lucky that they haven't given up a couple, and yeah, I mean, just keep going, I guess. Like now we watch them park the bus in the second period and give back 4 goals to Anaheim, and suddenly it's tied up, right? Isn't that that's totally what's going to happen?
We're going to lose this one in the shootout, aren't we?
I'm saying it because I'm trying to use reverse like sports god psychology. Like they're totally going to tie it up in the second period. Like Anaheim's going to get 4 goals and we're going to be like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And going to the third is going to be 5-5 and we're going to lose the points. and we're going to be even further out of a playoff spot. And that's Canucks hockey this year, right?
Well, even the Connor Garland goal, like he had a guy right on him. Like Carlson was right there, and then just like didn't do anything about it. Like it always blows my mind because Garland's straight up. He's like the smallest guy in the whole league, and Carlson couldn't do anything to stop him from just scooping that one in.
But you watch what Garland does, and he gets real wide with his feet and lowers that center of gravity, and he's like cemented into the ice. He's real hard to put over because he has the leverage, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that low center of gravity. I guess we'll take it. Oh man, I can't wait till his kid makes the NHL. Can have another Quentin on the team. Okay. Well, apparently we picked the wrong talking points today, but our first talking point is the Canucks are boring. And the reason I say that is because Jay Fresh is one of the best guys on Twitter, put out a post yesterday, sorry. And it's goals for and goals against at 5-on-5. And so they ranked all the different players in the league. And so then they show the chart, and I'll show you guys this. It's the Canucks are all in the bottom, so minus offense plus defense. So we're really, really good defensively. However, that also means we're really, really not good offensively. And that's all of the forwards you can see at Danton Heinen, Brock Besser, Connor Garland. So the Canucks, essentially what this says, are boring. But the eye test would tell you that too, wouldn't
it? It would, yeah. But also, that looks like an older calculation because like I did some calculations with like Besser and stuff, given his plus minus. Like he's been on the ice for 47 5-on-5 goals against. And DeBrusk has been on the ice for 36 5-versus-5 goals against. Because they are both leading in minus on the team. Besser is a minus 24 and DeBrusk is a minus 16. So I did all the breakdowns, took out all the power play points, took out or added the shorthanded goals. So like 7 shorthanded goals against we've given up. And statistically, Besser and DeBrusk were probably both out there when those happened.
Yeah.
So just really, really poor two-way hockey from those two players. Which has been drastically highlighted with Pettersson and Höglander out of the lineup, with the Canucks being 3-8 since PD has been injured. It shows his value away from the puck, even when he struggles offensively.
It's funny because that reminds me. I wanted to look up what is the Canucks record without JT Miller and what's the record without PD. It'd be interesting to compare those two.
Yeah, we'd have to compare.
Yeah, we'll dig that up for next game.
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere in Sapster's long threads of breakdowns, he's got it somewhere.
We'll put it in the captain's
but we'll have to have a look.
It up.
Yep. But yeah, no, they are boring. We've seen it all year, right?
Yeah.
There's no denying it.
Well, the other one that came out today is Canucks' lack of transition game. And I'll bring this one up for everyone as well. So this comes from Hockey Psychology, who just put out a video about the Canucks the other day. So go check it out. The Vancouver's transition game in the 24-25 season, 5.1 per game, meaning they get a rush. That's 32nd in the league. And on the rush, they only have a shooting percent of 17.2%. That's 28th in the league. And then if you look over to chances in the slot, which is another big offensive metric, 803 shots from the slot, which is the 32nd in the league, so dead last. And New Jersey's number one. They've got over 1,000, so that's nearly 200 less than the first. And I mean, you see his face right here, right? Like Rick Tocchet has been talking about getting to the middle, but there's only so much talk that Tocchet can do, and all of a sudden we're looking at a Canucks team that have two very important metrics that are last in the league under his system.
Yeah. I mean, I've been talking about it all year, have I not?
Yeah.
Like literally since October. I've been on this about Tocchet's system and Yogi not having the experience to coach at the NHL level. And I feel like he was given the role as kind of he's going to do whatever Tocchet says in the offensive type of structure. the rush, not surprising. They had that stupid set play. They still go back to it sometimes where there's three-man wide. It's almost like the flippin' flying V from Mighty Ducks minus the two defensemen. They go straight across the blue line and they dump it to the boards. Instead of one guy trying to turn on the jets and get to the middle, they dump it to the boards, and it was either a lame shot wide of the net or into the pads of the defender because they got guys just backing up and taking the lanes away. Like, there's literally nothing you have to defend. It was the most predictable offense in the NHL, and still, for the most part, continues to be. Tonight is an outlier because we're getting a couple bounces go our way, and Anaheim's awful, for lack of a better term. They don't really have, like, they are well eliminated from the playoffs. They don't really have any reason to give 110% out there right now. They're probably thinking about going home to California and getting the golf clubs out.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yeah, it's good to be excited about a 5-1 lead right now, but at the same time, it's like against a team that doesn't care.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about the fact that Jim Rutherford is a bully. He uses the media against his team, against his players, against his coaches, against anyone that he can. And then Bruce Boudreau did an interview about the Rick Tocchet situation and says, I can see how Vancouver management works. There were what they'll do is, and they did the same thing to me when they wanted me to sign my deal. They put it in the public and then they say, hey, if you don't do this, then we're going to do this. So the MO on that, as soon as I heard about the Rick Tocchet situation, I said, I know exactly what President of Hockey Ops, Jim Rutherford, is doing here. And it's almost like bullying him into signing a deal. It's not the first time we've seen it. Probably won't be the last, right?
And I think the whole thing that Boudreau's kind of talking about is the whole Quinn Hughes won't stay if Tocchet doesn't sign and that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, Quinn said he's the best coach he's ever had, or one of his favorite coaches he's ever had. But not once has he said that ties to his loyalty to the Canucks organization. That kind of became fabricated out of whatever some of these stories all season kind of come out. And we've seen it pretty much since Rutherford got here. He came in as president of hockey ops. Alvin came in as GM, but Rutherford pulled all the strings for the first year and a half as general manager. Like, Alvin didn't really have any say. He was just kind of the figurehead GM. And then as it transitioned into, this year, Alvin kind of learned to be that way as well. Like, the way he publicly scrutinizes all his players, there's no real positive talk about any of them. It's always, oh, we don't have superstars, or we don't have guys stepping up to be superstars, or it's always critical. There's no real positivity from our management. And we saw it similar when Bo Horvat got traded and his contract situation. It kind of got gross in the media about how he wanted X amount of dollars, and they were saying, he's this kind of player and blah, blah, blah. And now look, he's on the about to have his fourth straight 30-goal season. He's really done his best to try and push New York further with Barzal missing so much time this season and them going through similar injury troubles to the Canucks. They had some big key players out for long periods of time as well, and they're still kind of fighting for that playoff spot. The East, I mean, and no one's technically been mathematically eliminated yet, not even Buffalo. So it's kind of unfortunate that they don't have crossover teams similar to the CFL, where if you have every Western team have more points than two wildcard teams that make it in the East, maybe you should be letting some of those better teams from our side go over, but that's a conversation for another day. I honestly wouldn't. It's a tough situation because they do have that old style mentality where they do try to bully things into happening. We're seeing it with the Besser contract. However, like, they do have a point when it comes to Besser. Like, we're seeing he doesn't have that ability to be a line driver. He's not a two-way forward, clearly. Last year, he had his best plus minus because he had an offset of 41 goals scored, which he's never had before in his career, and everyone else had career years. you look at every other year for Besser, he's minus 21, minus 24, and this is with scoring 20 goals. That's just not good defensive metrics. It hasn't improved over his career. And he's just he needs other players around him to make him excel. And so for the money he's commanding, I can see kind of bullying him into maybe trying to sign a better deal or showing him the door. But and then also with Miller, when Miller was traded, the week or two prior, Rutherford has this secret interview with the Globe and Mail and releases this damage control a piece to protect himself, but really just throws the players and everything under the bus. And that's kind of the narcissistic control that you feel when you have someone like Jim Rutherford running your organization. And I don't know. I mean, Rick Tocchet is probably familiar with all this, knowing them back from their Penguins days. So I'm sure it's no surprise to him the way it's going to go. But I mean, I really feel like if they do the club option, he's going to be on a real short leash starting next season, and he maybe gets 20 games. And if there's no improvement in the offense, he'll be gone.
He's the scapegoat. Maybe he'll take Yogi with him, because Connor Hill just donated $2 and says, #fire Yogi. What's his name? Dustin will agree with. Okay.
100%, Connor. Fire Yogi Shevevskovsky.
Yeah. Abbey Canucks. Let's quickly hop on and see those.
News. We're on the Abbey Canucks playoff
Canucks
train, baby.
So their first game we're going to look at was the Tuesday, April 1st. It was the April Fool's Day game against the Bakersfield Condors. Can you tell me what happened in that one?
Didn't we broke that one down? Did we not?
The 2-1?
Did we not have time?
We did not have time for that one.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about it. That was their record-setting 10th victory in a row, 10th franchise, or setting a franchise victory for most wins in a row. They let's be clear, this one looked like they were going to get goalied. They were throwing everything they had at the Condors, and their goaltender, Brett Brochu, was standing on his head. Condors came out flying, got a goal 15 seconds into this game, which is very uncharacteristic for the Abbotsford Canucks. One of their characteristics lately has been really strong starts, coming out of the gate, getting the first goal, getting up early. This one went all the way to the third period, 1-0 Bakersfield, and Abbey just couldn't find a way. It took a power play in the third period for Tristan Nielsen to bust through the defenders, streaking up the middle, broke through the defense, and got a beautiful power play goal assisted by Kudryavtsev and Artur Shilovs. And then later in the period, Phil DiGiuseppe getting another goal. The veteran really coming through strong in this winning streak to end down the stretch in the playoff push, putting them up 2-1, and that would give them the victory over Bakersfield. Bakersfield only able to get 13 shots on net against Shilov, so really light work for him in game one.
Looks like we're going to run out of time for the second game, but we can save that either for the post-game show, depending on what the timeline is, because I know you might have to run before the post-game show, but we'll see how things go. And then if not, we can pick it up and cover it for tomorrow, because Vegas is playing Vancouver tomorrow night.
Yes, sounds great.
Cool, Dustin. Enjoy the rest of the game. We'll talk soon.
You as well.
Dustin Boydell, everyone. Stopping by, getting us updated. Canucks pulling a Canucks getting scored on 15 seconds into the game in that one. Canucks did the same thing. The Vancouver Canucks did the same thing tonight. Looks like they haven't changed the goalie for Anaheim, which is kind of funny. But the second period is underway. The puck has been dropped at No Signal Arena. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Canucks with 2 chances right off the bat. I'm just counting down. Dark Charge 87, most darkest season for me. Ah, yes, the Pittsburgh fan. Welcome, Dark Charge 87. I don't think I've seen you in this chat before. My name is Russ Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect, and we are live during every single Vancouver Canucks game. Canucks with a shot, and the rebound just goes wide. Connor Garland getting in. Yeah, Dark Charge 87. Has been a tough year for you guys. You guys are down 2-1 to the Stars right now. We have got a Dallas Stars fan named Castle Siege who's happy about that, but I'm sure you're not. So welcome to Nothing Perfect, Dark Charged. We appreciate you being here. 2-on-1 for the Canucks. Connor Garland shoots it wide. Suter rings it around the boards. Connor Garland collects it on the other side. Trying to control it, manages to keep it. Man, this guy just can get the puck away from people. And eventually the Ducks manage to overwork Garland, and then Quinn Hughes makes a pass. Kiefer Sherwood drops it. Dakota Joshua overskates the puck. Puck comes out, collected by Hughes. And so, yeah, it is Hughes and Mancini playing together. Sherwood chips it into the zone. Dark Charge, by the way, we will be covering, the Canucks are not eliminated yet, but we will be covering the NHL playoffs in some capacity as well. So make sure you hit the sub button, hit the like button, and we'll be doing lots of stuff during the playoffs. We're up to 893. We're trying to get us up to 1,000. So anyone who is in chat right now wants to support the channel, just look down below me and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And we're trying to get this number up to 1,000 to create more content. And Dark Charge says, we are age roster missing playoffs so much. It's rough here. Yeah. Must be nice to see Crosby break that Gretzky record though, right? Most point per game seasons in NHL history. He's got 20 now, which is insane. Dakota Joshua gets to the middle and the Canucks chip it out. Anaheim collects it on their own blue line. Yeah. I would say Dark Charge 87. For the longest time, as a Canucks fan, I had to pick a second team to cheer for because the Canucks never make the playoffs. And you know who my second team was? Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So we're pretty much the junior Penguins at this point. We got Rutherford. We've got Marcus Pettersson. We've got Drew O'Connor. Ronick passes across. Puck gets passed. Ronick is back. Does well to recover after a bad pass over to Marcus Pettersson. Ducks shoot it wide. Zegras scores. There it is. The comeback begins. 5-2 says Ajigo. Have faith. Come on, guys. It's statistically over, but that's okay. Calvin and Charlie, I still believe we will make the playoffs. I'm probably one of 2 or 3 people that believe. Who said yes on the poll? I don't even want to make the playoffs with this team. What's that? 4 goals on 4 shots? Zegras all alone. No one even close to him. Demko almost makes a save, but couldn't quite get the pad over. Need better players, to be honest. We need our players to be healthy, Pink. KJ, I went to the kitchen and came back to a huge lead. Nice, says Pink. Gary Wiseman, this is such a long-ass interview with DPD. It's gone from interview to interrogation, LMAO. Poor PD. KJ needs to go to the kitchen again. Gary needs to take a shower. Irvin needs to donate 5 subs again, and we'll score 5 more goals. Bro, why are we anti-taking? Because that's what we do. Dark Fear, I am chilling. I'm ready for the draft. Fair enough, Dark Fear. Swerve and Irvin, draft position, be damned. It'll end where it ends. I can never cheer for a loss. That's a cuck mentality. Yep. KJ Brazy, I will watch from the kitchen. Pink sunglasses, because that's Canucks hockey. Dude, Chilling Park. Yeah, Dude, Chilling Park is the best park. Mancini battling in the corner. Gets the puck over for Hughes. Good job by Mancini. Hughes passes up to Linus Karlsson, who stick handles over the blue line. Canucks rip it in. Dostal stops it behind the net. Sasson forechecking causes some disturbance. Pink sunglasses. I said that for a while. It's Tuckett system. Boring to watch. Gary Wiseman. Hope the knives are hidden, KJ. Garland collects the puck. Brings it down the boards. Suter collects it. Puts it over for Besser. Besser puts it in front for Garland. Puck deflects just wide of the net. Back for Forbort. Forbort passes across the blue line. Suter drops it for Hughes. Hughes takes a shot. That one gets blocked. And the Ducks carried out over their own blue line. Canucks hockey is can make one angry. Yeah. Oh. Power play for the Ducks as the Canucks take a slashing call. Kiefer, or no, it looks like Pew Suter going to the box. Ignore the grammar typo. Good old grammar. Unfortunately, that JT Miller trade is looking bad. Is it? Because the Rangers suck too, bro. Gary, yo. Dark Fear, I'm ready for golf. Gary Wiseman, sup, Zach? Soup, Gary. Polaroid, man. Dark Fear, minor towel, I'm chilling. This game don't matter to me. I am ready for the draft. Hashtag justice for Yogi. At Big Hog Hockey, not a chance, sir. Bruh, laugh out loud. Connor. Emperor King. Whoa, let's go, says Emperor King. Make me president. What's up, Emperor, says Big Mac. What's happened, Emperor? Demko fights that one off with the glove, but manages to make the save. Canucks chip it up to the blue line. Ducks keep it in. Connor Garland at the point. McTavish with a shot. Demko with a save. Can't control the rebound, but gets a whistle. A really bad whistle by the ref. That one wasn't even close to the goalie. Emperor King, we scored against the Oilers. Did you? They might have called it back. It looks like they called it back. I'm sorry to say, Emperor King. There is no goal scored. So they must have called it back. Not much, just chilling. How about you, Big Mac? Nice. Goal. Kings 1-0. Yeah, it looks like they took it back. Just chilling as well. My good man. Just chilling as well. No goal. Young's been awesome. Yeah. Young Petey has been really, really good. He is officially a member of the Vancouver Canucks. He will not be able to play for the Abbey Canucks in the playoffs, so he will be not going back down to the AHL. Gary Wiseman, anyone here watch Abbey regularly? Haven't heard about Jet Wu in a long time. Does he look like he'll ever be a big league, or is he a career AHLer at this point? I would say most likely he's going to be a career AHLer, Gary. He's solid down there, though. He's really good for them. But yeah, I don't know. With the depth on the Canucks defense now, I don't think there's a chance he ever makes it. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for the Ducks. 14:23 left to go in the second period. Yeah, Calvin, so close. Woo, says B-Dog. Don't think he's an LHLer. Yeah. Woo! Gary Wiseman, DPD seems to have become what we once hoped Jet Wu would be. Physicality and all, yeah. Yeah, DPD loves to get physical out there. Gary Wiseman, that's why I suddenly remembered him. Swerve and Irvin, hard to complain to the Ducks if you're a Penguins fan. Yeah, fair. Dark Charge, sup? Suter out of the box, pass across, but it gets intercepted. Otherwise, that would have been a really good chance. Shots are now 16-16. The Ducks are controlling. Can't score on the power play, though. Swerve and Irvin, wah. My team is missing the playoffs after 3 cup wins in the last 16 years. Mike Torrance broke his own damn ankles. Dark Charge 87. Yo, Big Hog Hockey. Gary Wiseman. Oh, yeah. Calvin forgot about him, too. Don't think we've seen him in Van this year. Exactly, Swervin. Pens are spoiled. No offense, Dark. Oh, boy. Ducks score. Here we go. Swervin' Irvin. OMG. My gold watch isn't as shiny as it used to be. My fat wallet won't fit my pocket. Swervin is showing how bitter Canucks fans can be. No offense, Swervin, but it is true. We are very bitter. Hachiko, let's answer with another 5 goals. Jazz, damn, hard one to give away. Yeah. Zegers all alone in front. Jazz, yeah. Dang it, says Muhammad. Big Hog, Dark Charge. I also have a YouTube channel. Appreciate it if you'd sub to me. Jazz, hope we do something in the offseason. Dark Charge, Mary Lemieux is my favorite Penguins player. And then it's Crosby. No one way we beating the Stars. Well, you're tied right now. You've managed to tie the game. So you guys are out shooting the Stars heavily as well. Sidney Crosby with a goal. Evgeny Dodonov with a goal. With 2 goals. And then Sidney Crosby also with 2 goals. 1 on the power play here. Interesting. So Sidney Crosby tied it up. 20 seconds into the third period from McGrody. Dark charge, you still have a chance tonight. Back to the bar. Ugh. PK. Dark charge. We beat Flyers and Capitals. Always I enjoy that. Yep. Always putting Ovi in his place. Bad PK. Why is it Suter? Come on, ref. Gay wise when refs decided to even up the game. Yep. Dostal moves the puck and then O'Connor intercepts it and then swears on the bench. Swear jar. Dark charge. We tied the game against the Stars. Oh, yeah. Sidney Crosby. My favorite non-Canuck player of all time. Lekermacki tries to fight for the puck. Quinn Hughes collects it outside the Ducks blue line. The Canucks tip it in. Lekermacki skates in on the forecheck. Ducks ringing around the boards. Gets intercepted by a Canuck player. The Duck loses the stick. Canucks fall down. Lekermacki almost intercepts it. And the Ducks bring it back in their own zone. Swerving over. Imagine. Oh. My computer crashed. Am I still streaming? Oh. Well, everything almost crashed for a second there. Imagine if your team had Jagger, Lemieux, Crosby, Malkin 5 Stanley Cups, and then you're complaining about missing the playoffs. Hey, you know, Swervin, if we were in the same situation, we probably would complain too. Big Hug Hockey, I know. Penguins are deaf above the orcas on the NHL food chain. Yeah. I've never seen a penguin eat an orca before, but I can imagine. Vassar collects the puck at center, passes it back. Garland. Vassar. Dostal got in. And 3 Ducks have to come and let him know they didn't appreciate it. Dark charge. Swerving over. I mean, age roster is a problem for us. I don't care what you say. Penalty has been killed. Yep. Swerving over. Yes, that's true. At least we can all agree that the Ducks are old as hell. Oh, Garland with a swing and a miss on a one-timer. Big Hog Hoggy. Dark, having your team be spoiled is a good thing. Yeah. But it's hard to feel sorry. I didn't feel bad for the Caps of the Flyers. Nope. You realize that Pittsburgh won the 2005 draft lottery after a decade plus being contenders. So when Sid retires, they'll probably draft the next generational center and have 5 more cups. Ember King, yay, we gotta go, let's go. Oh, the Stars have taken the lead again against the the Penguins. We celebrated too early. So it looks like Dadonov with the hat trick. Dadonov with the hat trick. Sorry to see that, Castle Siege. Or Castle Siege is good. Dark Charge, not so good. Back to the bar. Okay, now the Kings have taken the lead. It's official. That's real. Back to the bar. Nice one, Emperor King. Dark Charge, we could win, but not make the playoffs. Yep. Yeah, that's sad, Dark Charge. Stand it off, Hattie, says Matt from the past. Jazz, I wish you guys were in the playoffs. 3-2 Dallas, says Jazz. Gary Wiseman, am I in a Canucks chat or a Penguins chat? It's all of the above, Gary. O'Connor, battling behind the net, comes out with the puck, skates into the corner, turns, gets bodied though and pinned to the boards. The Ducks chip it out to center ice. Collected there. The Ducks get it in down low. Hronek get harassed. Good move by Marcus Pettersson. Dakota Joshua skates in, chips to the middle. Gets the puck to the corner, moves in on the forecheck. Supported by Sherwood. Puck comes up to the half boards. The Ducks get it out to center. 10:54 left to go in the second period. I don't know, says Jazz. Swerve Nerve, and plus the Steelers have celebrated a few Super Bowls. Call me when you get Vancouver has a parade other than Pride. But you have to admit the Pride Parade is a banger. An absolute banger. Atu Ratu gets it out to center, and then Sherwood puts it down into the Ducks zone. Gary Wiseman swerving, laughing and crying, laughing and crying hard. Dark charge. Yep, can't hold a lead. Fair enough. Swerving, we are missing the playoffs, chat. And this trying to get sympathy. I'm just not having it. And Swervin Irvin's got a bee in his bonnet today, eh? W. Irvin. Where's that Hachiko? Gary Wiseman in the bathroom with Mancini's poster. Watching the game on TV, Jazz. B-Dog laughing and crying. Oh, okay, says Jazz. Lekermacki pins his man on the boards. Carlson throws a hit. DPD goes down and tries to pinch. Can't quite come up with the puck, though. Canucks are covering, though. Sasson does well to cover for DPD. Takes a hit to make the play. Good job. Sasson skates it out. 4-on-3. Lekermacki tries to pass across for Carlson. The puck gets deflected out of play with 9:44 left to go in the second period. Canucks are ahead by 3, which is kind of terrifying for some reason. I wonder why I'm so terrified by the Canucks with this kind of a lead, eh? It should feel fine, but for some reason I don't feel fine. I don't feel okay with a 3-goal lead for the Canucks. But you never know. Maybe a 3-goal lead is enough. Knock on wood. Maybe a 3-goal lead is enough. We can dream, can't we? Big Mac says, Sup, Chico. And Big Hog says, guys, you should my next game breakdown video be a YouTube premiere? Would I get more attention that way? I don't know. I've never done a premiere before, so I can't tell you. Someday I'll do a premiere. Yes, Big Hog. Hi, Big Mac, says Chico. Big Hog, at what time PDT? Gary Wiseman, are the Canucks fans really oxygen, yoga, and fitness target market? Dark Charge, I don't care for a hater. Big Hog, bro, your team is spoiled. That's a good thing. It is. Swervin Irvin, I'm sorry, Dark Charge. I really am. Dark Charge, Swervin is a longtime Canucks fan, so he is very bitter, just like me. But he is sorry. These are the most early games. Yeah, we got 3 games on right now. We got the Stars versus the Penguins, the Ducks versus the Canucks, and the Kings versus the Oilers. Back to the bar. Mohammed, 2 or 3 goals would be nice. Let's go Canucks, says Mohammed. Demko with a save. Does well to block that one with his glove, but couldn't cover it up. Ducks control. And then Demko makes another beautiful save. Charging out of his net to make that save. Whoo, Anaheim trying to get close. Swervin, you got to understand a Canucks fan perspective, though. It's probably 228 in LA, right? It's probably 228 in LA to right. What do you mean? 228? Like time-wise? It is, yes. Yeah, they are in the same time zone as us. Dark Charge, I'm just happy the Flyers aren't making the playoffs. Yes, you got to take the small victories, right? Like, I'm happy that Boston's not making the playoffs. Yeah. Great save, Demko, says Muhammad. Sherwood carries it over the blue line. Puck goes into the corner. Yeah, what the heck is the lineup right now? Swerve, seriously, man, sorry for dumping on you. But do you understand where I'm coming from? Looks like Rev Trev is at the game too. .837 left to go in the second period. Ducks put it in. Forbort collects it behind his net. Connor to the boards. Brings it around. Bluger puts it back to the point. Forbort takes a shot. That one gets blocked in front. O'Connor tips it back to the point for DPD. DeBrus shot gets blocked. O'Connor takes a shot. That one goes wide. Forbort. Good control by the Canucks. DeBrus puts it right through the crease. Yeah, he might have actually been looking for Bluger backdoor. Penguins luck is like complete opposite of Canuck luck. Are you aware of this? Matt, no Rev Trev stream today, he said. Yeah, because he is actually at the game right now. Ducks control in the Canucks zone. 7 minutes left to go in the second period. Oh, Demko makes a save off a deflection. Does well just to be in the right position to get that one. Keeping it 5-2 Canucks. And Carlson's getting into it. Mancini clearing his man out. You love to see that. You love to see that. Tomlinson just asked Shorty what he thought about his about Demko's pads because he's got the fancy black skate pads. And Shorty's just like, that's your thing, man. Yeah, Don Taylor also would love to have that conversation. Demko makes another save, covers it right off the draw. Canucks, having a hard time. So Shorty will admit that he does like the flying skate uniform at least. So at least he'll admit that, right? Oh, another chance off the draw. The Canucks cannot control off the draw. It's terrifying. That is not what we need to do. .630 left to go in the second period. Ducks pushing. Can't do anything with that shot. And the Canucks have put it all the way down the ice and apparently have forgotten how to play the game of hockey and have broken the cardinal rule of icing. Learn the rules, Canucks. Now they're going to have to take out a face-off in their own zone, bruh. Learn the rules. Big Hog, yeah. Emperor King Russell, if Utah Hockey Club loses tonight, they are eliminated. Is that what it is? Last chance to dance for the Utah Hockey Club? And the Utah Hockey Club is playing against the Jets. So that might be a tough task for them. Yeah, that'll be their 77th game of the season. Yeah, so they're sitting right below the Canucks here. 80 points. So if they lose tonight, they will not be able to catch the Minnesota Wild. Back to the bar. Reverend Trevor. Yep. He's the one. Michael Chow in the chat. Welcome. Penguins will win the cup again before the Canucks ever win one. And then on the odd chance the Canucks win one, they'll probably get penalized by the league. Correct. DeBrusque with a shot. That one might have gone off the head of Dostal in net. DP collects it behind the net, drops it for Forbort. Forbort loses it in the corner, collects it again, puts it off the boards out to middle. Sherwood gets checked right at center, but does well to stay with his man, and then Forbort supports him. Canucks get it out to center. Puck bouncing around at center ice, and the Ducks have collected it. Jazz, go Canucks go, go Canucks go, go Canucks go. 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Canucks have taken another penalty. The Ducks collect it, so they'll get the whistle. 4:53 left to go in the second period. Interference by DPD, apparently. Jazz, I don't think so, Emperor. They have a tiny chance. Okay, at Jazz. Demko, says a Chico. Man, I miss Fleury. Yeah, Dark Charge. That's something I wish Fleury never left you guys. Swerve Nervin, I am Vancouver born and raised. Funny enough, I wasn't even aware of the Canucks until the third grade, which was 94. Yeah. Makes sense, though. I mean, before that, you really don't have a concept of what reality is anyways. Mohammed, let's go Demko! Swerve Nervin. I wasn't even a full hockey fan until we got Longo in 2006. So that would have been, you were in high school when that happened, eh? Swervin is 5 and 6 years older than me. Those pads are nice. Yes, says Chaz. Dark Charge tied again. It's a tug of war, literally. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The Penguins have tied it up. Was it Crosby for another hat trick? Brian Rust from Crosby. So Crosby with 3 points on 3 goals. No surprise there. He dark charged. It's like he's the best player on your team or something like that. Back to the bar. Jazz is like, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. You love it. You got to learn the rules. Canucks have had 3 shots this period. Yep. Classic Canucks. Only, well, they're up to 4 now, but yeah, they're not. Classic Canucks, right? Get a lead, sit back. Being outshot again, as usual. Calvin 99 Charlie, Pens and Stars tugging at each other. B-Dog 4 shots. Mago Chow, the plan is dump and chase and not dump and chase and shoot. Pedersen steps into his man. And of course they call that one, even though the Ducks have pulled that one a couple times. Sure, with a shot. 89 miles per hour with a wrist shot from Kiefer Sherwood. Emperor go, let's go, another goal! The Kings are up 2-0 on the Oilers now. Look at that. 2-0 Kings, woo! And Gary's like, Jet woo? Question mark. Jet who? Jet woo. Yeah, 89 mile per hour, Zora Rosario. A wrist shot from Kiefer Sherwood. Bad PK. Jet who? Says Jazz. Let's go Vancouver, says Zach. Canucks collect the puck and rip it all the way down the ice. Good start to the kill. 30 seconds already killed off the power play for the Ducks. 4:20 left to go in the second period. Jet woo! Matt from the past says Jet woo! And then Big Oz says, my God. And then Jazz says, Jet woo! Gary Wiseman, oh my God, what did I start? You started the Jet woo train. Woo, 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 woo. It's the Jet woo train. Woo, woo. Crying, laughing and crying. Zach, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Puck goes all the way down the ice again. O'Connor's in to forecheck. Pins the puck in the boards. He'll do that to kill some more time. 3 Ducks in there digging away. They manage to get the puck away from him, but he kills another 15 seconds off the penalty kill. Zegras leaves it behind the net for Lacombe, who gives it back to Zegras. Skates over the blue line, drops it. Canucks trying to control, but can't. Ducks getting into the middle. But the Canucks intercept that pass and put it all the way down the ice. The Stahl stops it behind his net. 23 seconds left to go in the power play. Dakota Joshua in on the forecheck. Jazz laughing and crying. Michael Chow, I'm more excited to see DP next season than EP40. Fair enough, Michael Chow. Michael Chow looking for young Petey. Matt, I am excited to see which team EP40 is playing for, says Matt from the past. Ha Laugh out loud. Yup, says Mike Torrance. Kuzi scored for the Kings. Yeah, he sure did. Demko with a save. The power play is over. Jazz, I miss Kuzi. Kuzmenko got a goal. Yes, he sure did. Kuzmenko scored the first goal. Or no, it's the second goal. Yeah, it's so weird how this pops out. But yeah, looks like Kuzmenko scored the second goal from Kempe and Doughty. So yeah, 2-0 lead. And the Kings are on the power play right now too. Back to the bar. Yeah! And then Big Hug's like, Kuzi! Shot to the front, goes through the crease. DeBrusque can't come up with the puck on the half boards. Neither can Hughes. Hughes gets the puck, though, as DeBrusque deflects it down to him. Mancini off the boards. Tries to get it out, but the Ducks keep it in. Good rotation there. Mancini battling his man behind the net. Manages to strip him of the puck. Get up for DeBrusque. Good job by Mancini. And then Suter pokes it over for Besser, and Besser pokes it in. Goes in deep for the forecheck. Intercepted by DeBrusque. DeBrusque puts it down the boards for Besser. Besser behind the net, comes out, skates up to the half board, skates back down into the corner, puts it in front, intercepted, trying to put it back for Mancini. The Ducks skated out of their own zone. Minute 54 left to go in the second period. Bring back the banana and Pepsi vibe. The AK line, question mark. Gary throwing up. Calvin 99 Charlie, you threw up because of Gary's comment about bananas and Pepsi? Oh, yeah, because you don't like Pepsi. Learn the rules, Oilers. Did they just ice the puck? Fools. Big Hog Hockey. The Koozmeister just dicked Picard. Forbert, shot to the front. Oh, Leckermacki with a chance in front, but the puck bounced at the last second over his stick. Quinn Hughes stops and falls, but manages to get the pass out to center. But the Ducks intercepted, skated over, middle of the slot, shot goes wide. Might have gone off of Demko's glove there. Puck gets by Forbort. Oh, the Ducks put it down low. That puck goes just wide. Quinn Hughes can't come over that puck. Puck comes out all the way down the ice. Pass back to the blue line, gets missed. Guys, let's start the wave and chat. Woo! And then Matt's like, woo! And then Big Hog's like, woo! And then Jazz is like, woo! And then Dark charges, I've never seen Fleury as a Golden Knight ever. Yeah, now he's a wild. Joshua collects it, puts it back to the point. Shot down low into the corner. Gary Wiseman, woo! And then Big Hog's like, woo! And then Jazz is like, Big Hog, wrong emoji, you Dumbo. Or is it? Bro, meanie. Big Hog really likes the wave. ... What's on the second intermission? Well, we have Mr. Canucks Fan 94 coming on. Let's update the scoreboard so we don't pull a Sportsnet. We're into the second intermission. And let's get Canucks Fan 94. Look at that. Matt knew what was going on. Matt knew exactly what was going on. Okay. Get this. Make sure this is set up properly. All right. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Canucks Fan 94 on the line. Got my headset in. We're looking good there. All right, I can see his face. Oh, he's got the Flying V jersey on. You guys going to love that. Okay, after we had some major technical difficulties last time we tried to have him on, this time it's going to work. Cross your fingers. Here he is. Without further ado, Canucks Fan 94. How's it going, buddy?
Good, Russ. How you been, bud?
I'm good.
Hello?
You can hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you. This is good.
It's working?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? I'm just messing with you. I can hear you. How you doing, bud?
Good. How about you, brother? What's new?
Not too bad. Just day off. Just did some cleaning around the house, and now I'm ready to chat some hockey.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, and I love that. That's a Stan Smeel jersey, isn't it?
Yeah, this is number 12, Yellow Flying V, Stan Smeel.
Yeah, the Flying V. Nobody liked it when I put that one in the
S
S tier.
October game again. They need to bring this jersey back.
Yeah. Someday, man. You know, they've done the flying skate and they've done the stick in the rink, so maybe it's time for the Flying V to make a comeback.
I know they did Vancouver Millionaires in 2014, and I know they were a WHL team. Like, it was like a blue-white jersey, like Canucks going around like those football teams. They should definitely use that one first if they do.
Yeah. Well, since I have you here, I thought we'd kind of go through almost like a breakdown of the season, maybe have a little look ahead at next year. But let's start off, and I'll ask you, for the Vancouver Canucks this year, obviously it's been quite disappointing in a lot of ways, but is there anyone on this team that has really stood out for you as like a really good Vancouver Canuck this season?
I was going to say Kevin Lankinen, because, you know, he was supposed to come in as the fourth guy, you know, like to push the goaltenders to get that backup job, but he came in, was really good. But another player is Kiefer Sherwood. I've liked him. Like, I think he's on 20 goals. Did I get that right? That's not.
Is Kiefer Sherwood on 20 goals yet?
Yeah, he's scoring 20 goals. He's putting up big hits. Like, he leads I think he broke the NHL record for most hits in a season. So
He did.
yeah, he's definitely been good. Very lucky to sign him. An unexpected player, I think I speak for a lot of Canucks fans, is Elias Pettersson. Not Elias, Elias, number 25. He was not supposed to maybe come up for a few games, but no, he has definitely been a diamond in the rough in a way. He's definitely earned his spot full time next season. So yeah, big surprise from him. He's definitely mine.
Well, they kind of made that official when they didn't send him down during the Four Nations face-off, because they sent a bunch of their AHL guys down to make sure that they would qualify for the AHL playoffs for the Abbotsford Canucks, and they did not send down number 25, so he will not be able to play for them. So that means he is officially a member of the Vancouver Canucks, which you love to see.
And well deserved.
Yeah,
well deserved. He's going to be a fan favorite. Sorry, he's going to be a fan favorite in the years to come.
I mean, we just love having 3 Petterssons, right? The more we can have, the better.
3? That isn't enough. Get them all.
Pettersson.
I'm still waiting for them to put all 3 Petterssons in overtime. I still want to see it.
Oh, the memes. We want the memes so bad, but Rick Tocchet.
You want the memes demand it.
I don't think Tocchet knows what a meme is, so I don't think we're ever going to see that.
Probably not.
Okay, we've talked about the good. Anyone else that you thought was good for the Canucks that you didn't expect? Blank the tank, maybe.
I thought I said Lankinen, didn't I?
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah. I like Jake DeBrusk. He has 20 goals on the season. He can definitely be better. I know that he can be score 30 goals. He just needs a center to work with.
Correct. Yeah. Who would you put in the shit pile? Who's been bad for the Canucks that you didn't expect to be bad?
Let's see. The players we traded in the first half of the season.
Yep.
Like I said on the last live stream, I was happy to see Heinen on the team because he played for the Sur Eagles some years ago when I watched him play there. But it just wasn't working out. And if management people criticize Rutherford and Alvin, but they are not afraid to move on from players who do not fit their system if they don't work out. So at least they do that. So I'm sorry to Desharnais. Yeah, he just wasn't working out here, and that's okay. That's fine. We traded him. Our defense has improved in the second half. Now I believe we're top 3 in penalty kills. So yeah, that is definitely a big improvement. I got to give credit to Rutherford and Alvin for that.
Yeah, and I mean Heinen was supposed to be a part of that, but like you were saying, he didn't really fit for whatever reason. He just couldn't quite make an impact on this roster. So to me, be able to move on him, another guy kind of similar, like a Brandstrom, who we essentially picked up it as a spare part, but when it came down to the defensive metrics, Brandstrom's defensive side of things was absolutely terrible. So it wasn't a big loss to see him go. What about
Yeah,
JT
he was
Miller?
more offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I was excited to see him if I was playing well, but the later games got in, yeah, he just struggled defensively. So
JT Miller, did you think he was probably the guy that you needed to trade, or because like I kind of had him in as like a down season? He was kind of up and down. He felt a little bit like old school JT Miller, where he'd make really bad defensive plays, and he wasn't scoring as much as he was. So would you put him on kind of on the worse than expected kind of list?
Maybe, but the thing about JT Miller is that this whole drama is like that's the story of this season. It's the drama with JT Miller, Elias Pettersson, the players, the coach, just all around. And I loved JT Miller. Last year, he was my favorite player in those playoffs. Like, we found our second line center, maybe even our first line center, what we needed. And if things went like they did last season, we would be in a better spot. But interesting, no one truly knows what happened between them. Only JT Miller knows, Elias Pettersson knows, the players know, management knows. Only people within the organization truly know what happened. But when it comes to trading, I do think it was right to trade JT Miller, because Pettersson, again, he has not been doing well this season either. Like, he has picked it up in the few games before he was injured. I was at the Minnesota game when he scored. Pettersson still is younger. He has more upside, and he has shown that he can do it. And JT Miller was putting up points when he got traded too, but now he's on the downside.
Yeah,
so,
New York Rangers getting blown out today by the New Jersey Devils, so it looks like their season's probably going to be over here too. So both PD and Miller are going to miss the playoffs, looks like, unless the Canucks can pull off the greatest miracle of our time.
Oh, we're done. We're done.
We got a 1% chance, Canucks fan 94. Don't give up on the 1%.
I'm giving up.
If the 1% can run the world, then we have a 1% chance, and I believe.
I'm going to be that guy.
Who is the biggest surprise for you on the Canucks, either good or bad?
Again, goes back to Kevin Lankinen and Elias Pettersson, and as well as Sherwood. The three guys that really, like, I expected Jake DeBrusk to put up goals. He is a proven goal scorer in this league, but Sherwood and Lankinen have come in and have really shown that they are. They just performed really well. And Elias Pettersson, of course, came up unexpectedly and just took over, like, the fourth spot or even sixth. Like, he could be a top four defenseman in this league in a couple of years. So, like I said, those players for me definitely have surprised me.
Yeah, I mean, and like with the DPD or young PD or whatever the heck you want to call him, at the end of the day, I didn't realize how physical of a player he was going to be. And you thought maybe come up to the NHL and you see that taper off a little bit, but nah, he doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care who you are or what you're doing. He's going to get up in your business and make your life hell. And that's what we would love to see on the defensive side of things.
And that's a defenseman we need if we go back to the playoffs next season. We need that physical defense, because playoff hockey is far more intense than regular season. You need that defenseman to throw those hits like Sherwood does.
So I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you. If let's say Hedl can't return, because I mean, he's had so many concussions. There's a chance he may never play again, but we'll see what happens. Apparently his concussion's not as bad as some of the previous ones. If Hedl can never play another game, is the JT Miller trade still good enough with the returns they got back, including Mancini and O'Connor?
Well, first things first, all the best to Hedl. We hope he's doing well. We hope he recovers, and we hope he can continue his NHL career. When it comes to the players we got back, like, Mancini was loved by Rangers fans as a prospect. So, and he has played well, I would say. Like, he's not been, he's not been terrible. He hasn't been, like, star defenseman, but he does have potential. And with those players, I wait to see how it turns out. Maybe. And if it doesn't, then again, management will move on. But I sincerely hope the players we always get back into trade always work out, just like every other team does.
We've talked a lot about the players so far. I wanted to ask you, the Canucks do have the option to bring back Rick Tocchet on an option for another year of coaching. Do you think the Canucks should exercise that?
At this point, it's up to Rick Tuckett. I mean, he can decide if he wants to stay or not. Like, you can throw all the money you wanted him, but if he doesn't want to stay, he won't stay. Like, there's all news reports about him maybe going to Philadelphia. You know, he has ties there. He played for them. I believe he captained them during his playing days. But, you know, I wouldn't mind bringing Tuckett back personally. If you have the right players in a system, like, we could do what we did last season, and we were almost a contender last season. If he doesn't come back, who do we replace him with? Well, as all things, the first thing you look at is the farm team. Manny Malhotra, done fantastic with Abbotsford. Maybe a bit slow starting the first half, but now they're on an 11-game win streak. They clinched the playoff spot. They're missing a lot of their big players like Atu Ratu, Lakari Mackey, Elias Pettersson, who's now full-time with the team, and they are still winning. But I would not say Manny Malhotra should become head coach of the Canucks if Tuckett does leave. Not because I don't like Malhotra. I love Malhotra. He's doing a fantastic job. But just like the AHL, where players go to develop, to hone their skills and get ready for the NHL, coaches go to the AHL to practice on their leadership and their strategies and their tactics. So if they absolutely have to, then yeah. But for me, I would look elsewhere for a few seasons to allow Malhotra to practice his coaching in the AHL.
That's fair. That's fair. And I mean, at this point, you're looking at it, the Abbotsford Canucks clinched a playoff spot. So you never know with the way that they're playing. They could go on a nice long run. That would be some good education for Malhotra, just coaching during the playoffs. Even though it's AHL, it still gives you that same kind of feel and experience. And then having Tocchet back on his option next year, even if technically, even if Tocchet doesn't want to come back, he's still they could still force him to come back for that 1 year. And like Dustin said in the first intermission, if you do force Tocchet to come back and things don't go well to start the season, it's an easy scapegoat for the Canucks to do something starting next year.
But then that leads to the question, who do they replace him with? Like I said, Malhotra, like I said, I personally wouldn't bring up. I'd allow him to have more time to practice coaching in AHL, but who's left? There's Mike Sullivan, who is a proven 2-time Stanley Cup winning coach. Was he? Wait, no. Or was that someone else?
Sullivan, I believe that's too, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He did that with the Penguins in 2016-17. Right. Yeah. I was thinking of someone else. Yeah. But who else is there? I said this in your chat before. It's probably not going to happen, but Joel Quenneville?
Yeah.
Maybe? Long shot. Like, with all the shit that happened in Chicago, if the Canucks were to hire him as a head coach, the media would be tearing him apart.
Yeah.
It would just, yeah. Like, you would guarantee see protests outside Rogers Arena every game.
So if we're going to break down the biggest issue with this team this year, if you're to look at it, either injuries, management, coaching, or players, out of those 4 options, what was the biggest issue the Canucks faced this year?
Is all the above an option?
Yeah, fair enough. I like all of the above.
Like, everything went wrong. Like, it went wrong with the players because of the drama. They're not able to put it aside and work for the benefit of the team. It's the coaches because, again, they couldn't settle it with the players. And it's management because they couldn't help the coaches settle it with the players as well. It just got to the point. It's just a tragedy this season. Because we came into the season last year with big hopes. We made it to Game 7 of Round 2 against the Oilers. And it was big hopes. We were supposed to be a contender this season. And it just fell apart right at the beginning.
Brutal.
Because all this drama got started.
All the above. Management, coaching, players, injuries.
All revolving around the drama. That's the story of this Canucks season.
I mean, it's one of those things, too. I feel like coming into the season, the Canucks forward lines were pretty much set with what they wanted to do for the next couple of years. But their defense was still looking iffy, and that's when they brought in Forbort and Desharnais. And one of those have worked out, obviously. But even going back to injuries and just drama in general, like Forbort, his father passed away at the very beginning of the year, so he can't start the year. And then when he comes back, he's sick. And then he comes back and he's injured. So we didn't even really see the benefits of having Forbort on the team until later in the year. And then they finally shore up the defense with, like you said, like DPD coming up from the Abbotsford hockey, from the AHL. And then as well, Marcus Pettersson getting added to the team. And suddenly the Canucks defense looks great, but we're still missing probably a couple different forwards. So would you say that is probably the most important thing moving into the offseason the Canucks need to address is their center depth?
In order to look at what we need in the offseason, we need to know what we already have. Let's do a quick roundup. Goaltending. Demko, still an elite Vezina caliber goaltender in this league. He had a rough start to the season with injuries a couple times, but he has shown still that he can make those saves, and he is still capable of being an elite goaltender in this league that can take you far. People who say trade Demko, no, he is still our number one guy. Kevin Lankinen, he came in, like I said, did really well. He's going to be a solid backup for the next few years. Our defense. Obviously, first half of the season, let's not talk about it anymore. And the second half of the season turned out pretty well. Like I said, we're a top 3 penalty kill team in the league. They have shown better skill. So I am very satisfied with our defense right now. Chances are we'll maybe have to make 1 or 2 switches, but other than that, I'm satisfied. It's the forward group that is a big concern, and the biggest concern is the second line center option. Now, again, all due respect to Hedl, I hope he recovers. I hope he does well, but I personally, myself, do not see him as a second-line center for this team. So where does that leave us? So the first place you look at is the farm team. Aatu Ratu. It's the cheapest option, and I do believe he's earned a spot on the team next year full-time. However, at this point, I don't see him as the second-line option. I hope in a few years, if he stays with the team, he proves me wrong. I sincerely hope that. But as of right now, I see him taking over Bluger's job as the third-line center. Mm-hmm. So where does that leave us? Now we go to trade. Now, if it is true that the New York Islanders are looking to go into a full rebuild, then maybe there's the chance at Bo Horvat coming back. Maybe. I mean, it would be like Trevor Linden back then. The old captain comes back. Mm-hmm. The Islanders would have to retain a good amount of salary, and we would be giving up prospects and draft picks for Horvat. So is he worth it? Maybe. So if you don't do that, then you go to free agency. And there's a lot of options. There's John Tavares, who could score 40 goals at the end of the season, but he's going to be very expensive. So maybe not. And then there's Sam Bennett, who played a big part in the Four Nations face-off. He's a Stanley Cup champion with the Florida Panthers. Mm-hmm. Just like with all free agency, you're going to be overpaying for these players more than they're actually worth.
True.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how they go about it.
We'll have to wait and see.
Second-line center. But the important part is that they find a second-line center that can work with Jake DeBrusk. Because if you can find the right center for him, he's going to give you 30 goals.
Well, Canucks fan 94, thank you very much for joining. We're just about to get into the third period, so enjoy the third period, and we'll talk again soon, brother.
Bud. See you soon.
Canucks fan 94 joining. The puck has been dropped. Third period's underway. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. There it is. Third period of action underway. Canucks versus the Ducks. 5-2 Canucks lead right now. B-Dog says good stuff. Fan 94. The next goal is in the stands. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. A redo? Question mark. Yep, says Big Hog Hockey. Round 2. Canucks fan 94 standing by. Emperor King, no, because Oilers took a penalty. That's why I said learn the rules. Fair enough. The Oilers have taken a penalty, eh? Thatcher Demko with a stop. And then he stops another one right down low and then covers the rebound. And then Mancini's like, get out of here, bro. The whistle's been blown. Russ needs to learn the rules. I read the rules, says Matt from the past. Let's go, says Calvin99 Charlie. Flying V, www. Big Mac 133, perfect quality video. Beautiful. Isn't the Flying V copyrighted by Disney? It might be. Matt, he threw it after graduation, forever regretting that decision now. Ducks trying to recover the puck. Strome battling with 2 Canucks. O'Connor falls. Puck comes out to the middle. Bluger can't collect it. Shot goes over the net. Demko didn't even see it. O'Connor passes out for DeBrusk. DeBrusk skates over the blue line. Dobby got his lunch, everyone, just so you know. Calvin and Charlie, what if 3 PDs on the ice, the same as saying Beetlejuice 3 times? If you put all 3 PDs on the line, then the whole stadium collapses into a black hole or something like that. Michael Chow, Jake DeBrusk is pretty much as advertised. His output this season exactly what everyone in Boston said he would do. Yeah. Scores a lot and then doesn't score for a week, and then scores a lot and then doesn't score for a month, and then scores a lot and doesn't score for a week. That Demko covers the puck for a face-off. Forbert shoves his man. Big Oggy, Surrey Eagles. I watched one of their games as my first hockey game ever at 1 year old. Got the game puck from the coach. Very cool, Big Hog. Calvin and Charlie, I'd be pretty amazed if you still had that puck, Big Hog. Oh, of course I still have it. Damn, let's go, says Calvin and Charlie. Zorro Rosario, Rutherford and Alvin are here to bring home the Stanley Cup, not please the peanut gallery. Fair enough, Zorro Rosario. Calvin and Charlie, that's like what, 7 years ago now? Laugh out loud. I'll send Russ a pic of it. Did you send me a pic, Big Hog? Oh, he sure did. Let's see. Can I bring this up for you guys? Sasson in on a partial break. And then Sasson puts it to the net. Let's see here. Can you? I have the picture, guys. I shall bring it up for you kids. Pedersen, Marcus Pedersen holds the line. What is that? They iced the puck. What are we making, cakes? Learn the rules. Learn the rules, Anaheim. All right, here it is. It's huge. There we go. Here it is. Big Hog Surrey Eagles official game puck. Isn't that cool? Canucks win the faceoff. Shot to the front. Goes wide. Calvin, I'm not that young. Crying, laughing and crying. Calvin and Charlie threw, though, thought you were 8 years old, Big Hog. Suitor, biggest surprise, says KJ. Pew Suitor? Pew Shooter? Yeah, I could be on that list, KJ. I think you're right on that. Michael Jow, KJ, nah. Got to be Lankin, and no one expected anything from Lankin other than minimal, adequate goaltending. And now, here we are. April Fool's, Calvin. Oh, that's right. I stand corrected. 5-3 Pens. What? Pens won? Dark charged? Your Penguins won. Did Crosby get the hat trick? Crosby did get the hat trick on the empty net goal. Isn't that wild? 2 hat tricks in the same game. Huh. Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins defeating Castle Siege's Dallas Stars. Sorry, Castle Siege. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Lankinen, biggest surprise, is KJ. Oh, shucks, you got me good. Laugh out loud. Mike Sullivan could be a coach. I mean, we have Alvin and Rutherford, old Pens. What says saying Mike Sullivan doesn't want to come here? Yeah, you know, we are the junior Pens. Michael Chow, Mike Sullivan coming here would be a blessing for Penguins fans. Are they not a big fan of him down there anymore, Michael Chow? Calvin and Charlie, the coaching would fit with Alvin and Rutherford's style of hockey or the hockey they're going for. Zoro Rosario says Joe Quenville, yes. Sasson on the breakaway. Shoots and scores! Max Sasson in his first game back in the lineup due to injury. And he gets a breakaway and makes no mistake and puts it in the back of the net. The Canucks have restored their 4-goal lead, making it 6-4. Max Sasson scores for your Vancouver Canucks. Blocks, takes the puck from the defenseman right on the blue line, skates in, dekes to the forehand, and then just tucks it through the 5-hole. Max Sasson doing it all on his own, unassisted goal. Hashtag, you love to see it. Hachigo, go, 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 go. 6-2. And the Jazz is like, go, 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 go. And then Gary Osmond said, yeah, I would have auctioned off the puck along with Big Hog. Sassy, says Michael Chow. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, Trevor Linden goal, 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 Trevor Linden. And then Mike Torrance says, yeah. And then Muhammad says, Canucks score. And then Swerve Nerd says, go, 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 go. And then Big Mac says, go, 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 boom, go, 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 go. And then Jazz says, Sasson. And then Big Hog says, bang, go, 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 go. And then Jazz says, sassy Sasson. And then Milosh says, woot, woot. And then Jazz says, go, 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 go. And then Sticker Session says, boom. And then Big Hog says, Max Assassin. And then Matt from the past says, go, Canucks go, go, Canucks go, go, Canucks go. Dobby! And then B-Dog says, nice wheels, nice finish. And then Jazz says, guys, make Russ say, la, 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 a lot. Muhammad, I was hoping for a Sasson goal. Thank you, Sasson. And then Gary Wiseman says, 5-hole. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, so happy Vancouver proved me wrong. My prediction on my prediction. Yep. Muhammad, goal. Michael Chow, Besser played defense. Frame this moment. Be way, yes way. La 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 la. La 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 la. Max Sasson Day. Dubby. Dubby. Dubby, Dubby, Dubby. Come on. Come on. Up, up, up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I wanted to show you to the people. Yes. Hello, Dobby, once again. Oh, yes. I took Dobby out and we played some ball today. One of Dobby's favorite games. I bring my hockey stick out back and I shoot the ball for him and he chases it. Oh, yes, Dobby. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cute boy. Huh? Oh, my goodness. Give me a kiss. Oh, yes. What a nice boy you are, Dobby. Yes, you are so nice. Oh, look at him tuck his little head under there, huh? Oh, Dobbertons. Dobbertons, huh? Oh, I scotch his belly just for you guys, huh? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, yes. Okay, Dobby. Let's give you a little close-up. Say hello to all the people. And then we let you go. You can go see Mom now. Oh, he snuffed at me as he was leaving. Cheeky little bugger. He's like, how dare you? Dark Charge 787. Sorry, bro. Laugh out loud. See? Dark Charge with the courtesy. Cass. That's funny. Dobby just ran in and jumped on the bed with my wife. He's literally the only place in the whole house he's not allowed is on the bed. Although it did sneak him on the bed one day when Crystal didn't know. What? Oh no, now she knows. That was like months ago. Castle Siege 53 now headed back home. Penguins stealing our 2 points. Yeah, Castle Siege. And then Dark Charge, the Penguins fan is like, sorry, bro. It's pretty funny. Zoro Rosario says, good read at Canucks 94. Calvin 99 Charlie, Russ, you should do a podcast when you get to 1,000. Want to really impress us? A 5,000 word essay would do it, says Mike Torrance. And then Jazz says, can you bring on Dobby Dobby Dobby? And I did. I didn't even see your note, but I knew that you guys wanted to see him. Canucks move in. Oh, shot just goes wide. Looks like it was a pass in front. Canucks controlling the Ducks zone. Puts the puck to the front. That one goes off Someone's skating through the crease. O'Connor puts it back for Bluger. Bluger skates out of the corner, puts it up for Marcus Pettersson, puts it across this, and then Hronek with another dash down the slot, puts it back to the point for Marcus Pettersson. Shot blocked in front on accident by Bluger, and then the puck goes to the sideboards. Back then, I'm sorry. What do you mean? Read from the Dyers. Finish the lyrics. Isn't it like last year, back then, like it's a long time ago? Michael Chow. I wonder if Rado Gudis has an evil twin named Ratko Badass. Maybe. Oh, tried a wraparound, didn't work. Linus Carlson battling in front. Got Sass and Leckermack and Carlson out on the line together. This can't seem to show up more than one period of night. Yeah. Surrey Eagles come to my school every year and get free tickets. That's very cool. Leckermack with a little bit of space. Skates, falls down in the corner. Now Leckermack is just laying on top of the puck, trying to stand up and keep it, but the Ducks managed to get it out. From 2011, I think. Calvin, I have a great parent, I guess. Well, there goes 2 points. Calvin and Charlie, yeah, I still have my Alf from when I was 6, but that's it. Laugh out loud. This is probably my oldest item. I think I've shown you guys this before. This is Charity Bear. This is my teddy bear from when I was a baby. My grandma gave this to me. Grandma B-Ball gave me Charity Bear. Look at this little guy. Look at him. Look at Charity Bear. Look at his butt. I don't know why I showed you his butt. He can sit on the couch beside me, though. Yeah, this teddy bear is literally older than most of you, other than Gary, because I think Gary's 100. Sorry, Gary. This Charity Bear is 40 years old. Isn't that crazy? 40-year-old teddy bear. Looking pretty good for 40, Charity Bear. Sasson has some wheels. He sure does. That's one of his biggest assets. Calvin and Charlie. Michael Chow is glazing Besser over one play. Frame it. Dobby. Dobbertons. Oh, yes. Big Mac. Dobby. Big Hog. Canucks have seventh round prospect in the QMJHL. His team, the Oceanic, played in my city's team, and my city's team got swept. Laugh out loud. Which prospect is that, Big Hog? Stinker Snatcher. Potatoes. French fries. Potato. French fries. Sweet potato fries. Calvin 99 Charlie. Might different story now than that we have Alvin and Rutherford, though, now. Calvin 99 Charlie. Dobby. Matt from the past getting some treats for tonight's blowout win. Heck yeah. 6 treats for Dobby. Dobby. Jazz. Dobby. Snicker. Dobby. Big Hog. Get him off the screen. Filling in for Hachiko. Leah Herring. My mini Aussie Ruby loves cuddles too. I believe it. They love to have their bellies rubbed. And they really like it when you scooch their elbows for some reason. I think it's because they can't scratch it themselves. So when you scratch it, they love it. Hachiko, why the hell is it 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 C right now? Why is it 28 degrees right now? It's because you live in California, Hachiko. It's actually a really nice day here in Vancouver too. Milaj! Dobby. Gary Wiseman. Oh, hello, Leah. Have you been here the whole time? Where, Hachiko? Big Hoggy. And to think I have Jay's game to watch after this. You're very stoked about that. I don't know if you want to watch that game, though. LA Jazz. Oh, okay. Michael Torrance. Nice spring day, Hachiko. Leah Herring. Yes, I watch while I decorate cakes. Ooh, Leah's using all the icing from the game to make some cakes. Can't chat too much when my hands are covered in icing. The Canucks are playing hockey. Leah Herring's baking cakes. Gary Wiseman. Wait, I thought you were from the Bay Area for some reason, Hachiko. Probs because you were a Sharks fan. Leah, says Big Hog. Hope the Jays win. Don't hope too hard, Big Hog. I don't know if it's going to happen. Calvin 99 Charlie. So that's who is baking cakes. Laugh out loud. Jazz is like, go, Jays, go. Castle Siege. Have a good one, Russell. Hate to see it. We lost at home and witnessed it. Yeah, sorry to see that, brother. But you did get to see 2 hat-tricks in the same game, Castle Siege, so that's pretty sick. Leah's cake creations for your next special cake. Let's Toronto, Blue Jays. Matt from the past, no first place for the Stars. They're coming after. Mohammed, hi, Dobby. You are always welcome in my place, buddy. Mohammed, I'm sure he would love to visit. Hachiko, my teddy bear is cuter, Russ. I don't know, bro. Look at this face. Look at this face. Big Mac. Potato. Chop. Chop. Equals fries. Yep. Funny how David W. isn't here for the game when we score 6 goals. I know, right? But he would definitely tell us the 2 goals that the Canucks have allowed were ugly, no doubt. My blanket is way better. My blanket is tucked away because it is in pieces, pretty much. Hog, I'm on a bandwagon. I am bandwagoning this year. Go Dodgers! Mike Torrance! We're all Dodgers fans here except for Big Hog. Gary Wiseman can't write up a sob story, I guess. Zoro Rosario, his bro might be wanna Sorass. His bro might be wanna Sorass. Oh, maybe. Sick bear, I got a panda. Ooh, panda bear. Go Dobby, go Dobby, go Dobby, says Muhammad. What are the Dodgers dodging? Lots of things. Huge Ohtani fan, says Mike Torrance. Why are you? I don't see Demko. Where is he? He's in the net. Why are you? He's in the net right now. He's made some decent saves, but he also let in the first shot of the game. So, welcome. Why are you? Nice to see you. Michael Chow, Demko is a figment of our imaginations. Gary Wiseman, you're not seeing him because we've actually spent time in the offensive zone tonight. Yeah, isn't that weird? KJ, laugh out, Russ. I know, KJ, I'm funny. Tomorrow's a big game, says Gamer A. Yep. The Vegas Golden Knights versus the Vancouver Canucks. Mike Torrance, and their pitching this year is scary. Yeah, how did their pitching get better, Mike Torrance? Gary Wiseman, no way that's a real name. KJ, I'll never have sympathy for anyone complaining about being warm. Brutality blood. Brutality blood. Thanks, Penguins, for beating the Stars. Love to see it. You're welcome, Brutality blood. I'm going to take credit for that because they're my second team. Sidney Crosby with a hat trick. You'll love to see it. Good stick by Connor Garland to prevent that from being a good chance. Brock Besser pushing in, trying to forecheck, misses the puck though. And then Pia Suter falls down, also couldn't. The Ducks player managed to shake 2 Canucks players. Demko makes a shoulder save. Rebound comes all the way out to the blue line. Shot goes wide. Opposite, Leah is playing hockey. Canucks are making cakes. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Learn the rules. Leah probably plays hockey better than the Canucks make cakes. I could see that too, Michael Chow. Calvin and Charlie. Oh, that who they're talking about was talking about Bruce. There it is. Bruce, there it is. Bruce, there it is. Did I scare that Pens fan away? No. He was still here for a little bit. But I think now that the Pens game is over, he's gone. Brutality blood. Russell's teddy bear looks way better than you, Hachiko. He's dabbing on you, Hachiko. Charity Bear just dabbed on you. No offense. Calvin and Charlie, just defense, Jazz? Yes. Big Dog Hockey. Russ, you still have a security item? JK. Is this a security item? Is that what this is? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Charity Bear. Oh, my little Charity Bear. Yeah. Learn the rules, says Jazz. B-Dog Canucks fan with a security item. Hell yes. Demko makes a save. Rebound makes another save. 7 minutes left to go in the third period. Mancini tries to get up the boards, can't get it. And then second effort, gets it up. Then Hughes with a long pass out to center, tipped in. Atu Ratu moves into the forecheck. Ducks player managed to leave the puck for his own teammate, though. They ring around the boards and carried out to center ice. Game Ray, it feels good watching a hockey game during the daytime. Sun's out. Guns out. But only that. But that only happens a few times a season. Yeah. We've had a few games during the day. A couple afternoon games, couple morning games. Michael Chow, what? We've had so many early games this season. Yeah, we've had like 4 or 5 of them. Why are you? Oh, I saw Demko's white pads and I thought that was Lankinen because Demko uses black pads before. Yeah, these are apparently new Demko pads, is what they were saying. Black pads. Shrew Merchant Wings playoff run starts yesterday. Welcome back, Shrew Merchant. Are the Wings playing tomorrow too? Or today? They're not playing today. But you guys did win against the Hurricanes yesterday. So standings wise, does that mean you guys are getting closer? That's going to be tough. 77 points. So you're 4 points out of a playoff spot. But winning against Carolina is a huge win for you, Shrew Merchant. Back to the bar. We aren't far from the Stars in the standings. I wanted Penguins to win, Russell. Yep. Demko makes a left pad save and covers it up. Yeah, so the Dallas Stars lost. Otherwise, they would have moved. Well, let's actually refresh this. I wonder if updated it. Yeah, so both Winnipeg and the Stars have both played 76 games. So there's a 4-point gap there between the Wings, or the Winnipeg Jets and the Dallas Stars, and then Colorado's 4 points back of them. And then the Blues and the Wild are quite back of that. So these top 3 are pretty much set in stone, and this one probably is set in stone as well. So it's just the wild card spots that are up for. But yeah, you guys might catch them. You never know, Brutality Blood. Brutality Blood. Back to the bar. Oilers are losing 2-0. Yep. Right now they are 6:20 left to go against the Kings. So Emperor King is probably so stoked about this. Kuzmenko with a goal too. So Canucks like that. Jazz is like, yeah. And then Big Hog's like, Dab is so old, like Russ. What? Back to the bar. I'm gonna dab on you now. Dabbing on Hog. Dig in. Dig in. Pagio, imagine dabbing in the year 2025. What? Dave DeVilliers, good day, Knuckers. Mother Duckers. Mother Knuckers. Mother Duckers. Mother Knuckers. Dave DeVilliers watching all the way from South Africa. Welcome, buddy. Teddy Bluger Bear. Jazz, where's Noah, that guy that's supposed to supports the dumb, shitty Rangers? Swear jar. I don't know. I have beef with him. Yeah, Jazz, you guys fight almost every stream. I guess he's scared of you, Jazz. You intimidated him, so he couldn't show up again. Muhammad, great save, Demko. Blue, white, green, blue, white, green, blue, white, green. Sun's out, buns out. You got to go down. What's the nude beach? What's it called? The nude beach in Vancouver. Nude beach, Vancouver. I am Googling this. I don't know if I should be. Wreck Beach. It's called Wreck Beach. There's a Wreck Beach. So if you got the suns out, you can get your buns out on Wreck Beach here in Vancouver. Big hug. Jazz. Gamer A, you support Madrid. So I do. So do I. Vizca Madrid. I Vizca Madrid. O'Connor puts it on net. Dostal gloves it for a face-off. 5:27 left to go in the third period. Wow, Calvin, says Big Hug Hockey. KJ, Ovi is actually going to do it, eh? Yep. I was watching last night. Tied the record. Tomorrow game, says Mike Torrance. Yep. Going to be a tough one tomorrow. Gary Wiseman, yep. Going to tune into the Caps game tomorrow. Yeah, they're playing the Islanders tomorrow. Why are you? I think black pads look much more better when we're wearing the flying skate jersey. Well, he's got the look closely. Why are you? Because it's got white and then it's got the red and the yellow on there too. It's kind of a good look. Another save, Demko. Yeah, Canucks now control though. Spending some time in the offensive zone for the first time in a while. Besser collects it behind the net. Loses the puck though, but then puts it back down the boards for Garland, who puts it over for Suter. Suter stops it behind the net, battling two Ducks, trying to get it back down behind the net, but comes up. Garland puts it back to the point. Mancini tries to step around his man. Suter supports him though, and then puts it back to him on the point. Mancini puts it over for Hughes. Hughes stops on the blue line. Puts it over for Mancini. Mancini with a shot. Goes just wide. Besser puts it over for Hughes. Hughes puts it back over for Besser. Hughes stops, falls, stands up, manages to keep the puck in. Then the Ducks manage to punch it out to center ice where Quinn Hughes collects it. Quinn Hughes has fallen down a couple times this game. Problem with the black pads is it's hard to see the puck. True. But I remember there was I think it was Marc-Andre Fleury used to wear yellow pads back in the day. And then there was an expert in like the way that eyes track the puck. And they're like, the yellow pads will actually make you make less saves. Oh, Carlson gets denied by Dostal. And the Ducks get it just outside of the blue line. Sasson turns, puts it back in down low. Dostal has to stop behind his net. He'll pass to the corner. 3:38 left to go in the third period. That's racist, says Gary Wiseman. What? Bedard will break Ovi's record, says Dave DeVilliers. Wouldn't that be great? Big Ogaki, my bad, Gary. Gamer A, do you like football, Russell? I do, Gamer A. Are you talking about football as in like soccer or football as in like NFL? I used to play soccer growing up, and I am a big fan of the 49ers. Big Hog, sorry if I offended you. Brutality Bud, yes, Russell, I went on Flying Fluffy Hockey today, and he wasn't happy with the Panthers' loss to the Sens. No, I'm sure you probably weren't happy about it either, eh? Puck goes through the other side of the net. Ratu over to Joshua. Joshua can't take the bouncing pass, but does keep control. Skates back, puts it over for Sherwood, who puts it to the middle. Shot, deflects just wide. Sherwood collects the puck, gets it down low for Joshua. Joshua spins on the half boards, puts it back to the point for Hronek, who puts it across for Marcus Pettersson, back for Ratu. Ratu shoots. Dostal with a glove save. He'll cover it up. Brutality Blood. What is going on? Boss baby crying. I'm sorry, Big Hog. I'll stop. Was fun. And then Calvin, exactly what kid would say laugh out loud jokes. Calvin is making Big Hog sad. Gary Wiseman, I think Noah is out shopping for baby oil right now. That's probably true. He's the Diddy guy, isn't he? Yeah, probably. Wreck Beach, Gary Wiseman knew. Didn't even have to Google it. Dave DeVilliers. Supple Russ, thanks for asking. Did you say I'm supple? Oh man, that puck went off the post. Demko's swimming around. The Canucks get the puck out. Michael Chow, Bedard won't be breaking any records other than the most broken sticks if he doesn't get out of Chicago. Fair enough. Jazz, yeah, he is. Wreck Beach sucks, says KJ. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Big Agaki Nude Beach or New Beach, laugh out loud. Dave DeVilliers, he will come to the Nucks. I hope so. Wreck Beach isn't a nude beach as much as it is an old man Wang Beach. That's probably true. None. Big Hog is Dude's Beach. Yes. Laugh out loud. Gamer A, Jazz. It is Hala Madrid or Barca or Visca Barca. I know I wanted to piss you off. Gamer A, laughing and crying. Canucks with the not a power play, but it looks like one. Yeah. Controlling the puck really well in the offensive zone for a minute there. Hey, says Zach. So it looks like timing wise, we're probably going to be able to get Dustin on for the post-game show. So that's good. He's got to be out by 4, I believe. The Ducks have iced the puck because they heard that Lee is making cakes and they're like, hey, that sounds like fun. Maybe we should also make cakes. But guess what? Lee is making cakes. You should be playing hockey. Learn the rules. Jazz, I want to experience the whiteout in Winnipeg. Matt from the past. It's epic at Jazz. Yeah, everyone wears a white shirt. It's pretty crazy. B-Dog, good on Quinn, not taking any crap. True. Vichy goes like Dobby. Strawberry, banana, orange smoothie, says KJ. Michael Chow, the whiteout in Winnipeg has extra solvent in it. Brutality Bug, we play the other Russell's team today. The Blues. Yeah, come on. Help us out for once in your life. You didn't help us out last time, Brutality Blood. Good. Calvin 9 Charlie. Russell, boys will be boys. Isn't that the saying? I think the saying is boys will be boys, but I always say boys will be boys, but men should be men. KJ Brazy, laugh out loud, big hugs a girl. Calvin 99 Charlie Chico, he lies to you. Fisherman, Fatality Fisherman, oh man, tomorrow is going to be a rough one for me. There it is. The Vancouver Canucks have defeated the Anaheim Ducks in dramatic fashion. 5 goals in 4.5 minutes in the first period is all it took. Hashtag, you love to see it. Yeah, you're going to have Ovi scored. But remember, Gretzky scored the record-breaking goal against the Canucks. So we're happy that we no longer have to see that highlight. All right, let's see if we can get Dustin on. I think we can. Yeah, he's still here. You'll love to see it. All right. Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, the silver fox, Dustin Boydell. How's it going, buddy?
Good. It's always good after a win. Even mean nothing wins.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, like still technically in the race because Minnesota sucks, but there's so much that has to go right and we have to keep winning. So we'll just kind of curb the enthusiasm and just say good job. Didn't really give Anaheim any crazy chances. Did what we kind of figured they were going to do and parked the bus. Didn't really do much after scoring 5 in the first. Only 12 shots after that. Max Sasson showing off his speed and why I've kind of been talking about him a lot the last month over the Abbey Canucks winning streak and the work he's put into developing that speed and becoming more of an offensive threat. So that was really good to see. And yeah, just a victory you should get over a team like Anaheim, right?
Calvin doesn't care about calming down. He's singing We Are the Champions by Queen right now. Classic Canucks fan. Wins a mean nothing game and he's singing Queen.
Absolutely. Plan the parade, right?
Yeah. Parade's back on. Our playoff chances went from 1.2% to 2.2% or something like that, probably.
Oh, there you go. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah. On another game where the power play looked very effective, 2 for 2, 100% on the power play. So that's good to see. Good movement. And Lecker was a part of that. Looked really good out there. It's got to be encouraging, at least moving into the rest of the season and probably next year with showing some good moves on the power play for once.
For sure. When you see, the young guys stepping up in games like this, it gives you hope for the future and next season and what they maybe the holes they're able to fill for pretty low prices. It makes it a little more optimistic that they might be able to go after a big free agent fish or acquire a bigger contract through trade of some sort. because of the youth and their development and the work that Malhotra has done with them in Abbotsford. And I just want to like defend my reasoning a bit for why I think Malhotra is ready. I think a lot of Canucks fans forget why Tyler Mott, Bo Horvat, JT Miller, some of these guys are so good at faceoffs. Manny Malhotra was our assistant coach for 3 years under Travis Green until he was poached by Sheldon Keefe over to the Maple Leafs to help them because they couldn't win a faceoff to save their lives. And so he went over there for 3 years. He has 6 years on an NHL bench as an assistant coach and has been around the league since he was 18 years old. So to suggest that he's not ready for the job is just crazy talk. He is absolutely ready for the next step of being given a chance as a head coach. And, you know, if the opportunity presents itself with all the young guys that he already has a relationship with, it just makes sense for him to step in as the next coach if Tocchet does leave or doesn't have success next year.
Time to have a throwdown between Dustin and Canucks fan 94, looks like.
No, I just think a lot of people do forget that he was an assistant coach for 3 years on our own team. Like it's he's the head coach and doing great things now in Abbotsford, but he does have the experience on a bench that you would want from a guy coming in and a new guy, new look, fresh new look, not another recycled coach in the NHL. I just think that we need to move on from that. You look at the recent successful coaches, and Paul Maurice is kind of the one-off, but you have like John Cooper and guys like that have just kind of come in, and the younger guys are starting to get a little more respect around the league. So I just think that he'd kind of be one of those coaches like Rod Brindamore in Carolina, where he can outwork 90% of the locker room any given day in the gym and will lead by example. He was an incredible leader on and off the ice in both the locker room and the community. So I just think he'd be a perfect guy for where the Canucks need to go rebuilding their identity.
The Canucks playing a back-to-back. They got Vegas tomorrow, but the nice thing with that big lead coming out of the first period, they were managed to keep the minutes pretty even. You got Marcus Pettersson and Quinn Hughes both playing just over 22 minutes. Hronek playing just over 22 minutes. Forward got 18 minutes. Mancini got 18 minutes. And then DPD, the low minute man, with still getting 15 minutes, which is pretty good. So that should be good to keep the energy level up moving in tomorrow, depending on whether or not Myers can come back in. But even if they went with the 6 guys they had tonight, they'd probably be in a fine place with the minutes that were played tonight, eh?
Absolutely. And like until it looks like they're getting close to a playoff spot again, there's no need to rush Myers back with the defense we have right now. Like there's just no reason to not play the young guys. Just take your chances. If you win them, you win them. And if you don't, you know, it's looking low percentage anyways. So just don't bring anyone back who's got something that might keep them out if you somehow make it to the playoffs. Let them heal as much as possible in these last few games and let the young guys see what they can do, because they're going to take off for their playoffs shortly, and you want to give them as much playing time as you can. You don't want them sitting in the press box or stuff like that or going back and forth between the team.
Do you find it interesting that they do tend to give more minutes to Mancini than they do to DPD?
I don't know if it's I don't know. It could just be a weird thing of like Mancini's right-handed and can play just in different situations. Whereas on the left side you have Marcus Pettersson and Hughes ahead of him in the depth, whereas on the right side, Mancini can jump ahead of Forbert in some situations when you need some offense. So I think that just kind of plays into it. Plus, Mancini's a little more offensive, can skate with the puck a little better. DPD's more of a first pass out of the zone guy, but either way, love what I see from those young defensemen in the roles that they've been thrust into this year.
Yeah, either way, it's nice to not be sweating so much when a player like Tyler Myers leaves the lineup and suddenly we got to bring in like a Juleson or something like that, because obviously Mancini and Elias Pettersson are both huge upgrades on Juleson at this point.
Absolutely.
And then on the forward side of things, when it comes to ice time, you had Garland and Besser with high minute men, and they both looked like they were looking real good tonight. Obviously, Garland with a goal tonight, Brock Besser with a goal tonight. So nice to see some of the top guys doing what they're supposed to do and carrying the game, eh?
Yeah, carrying the game and just kind of shutting it down. I was harping on our defensive play, and against teams like this, you have to be able to shut it down. I kind of laughed when Anaheim scored 2 minutes into the second period. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Russ is going to let me hear it for saying that and jinxing them. But then they settled right down after that one and didn't really give them much after giving up that goal.
All right, we're gonna look at the 3 stars. What do you think in the 3 stars? It's a home game and a 6-2 win for the Canucks. What do you think ends up being the 3 stars of the game today?
Well, considering Anaheim had 32 shots on goal, and the spread out of the scoring, I would say they probably threw Demko a bone and gave him one of the stars, probably 3rd star. Brock Besser, goal and assist. Quinn Hughes with 2 assists. So they're probably the other 2 stars. So Besser 1st star, Hughes 2nd star, Demko 3rd star.
Well, I think Shorty was drunk because they went
Quinn Hughes
1st star with 2 assists for some reason. And I mean, he was good, but I don't think he was remotely the best player in the game. Max Sasson scoring a goal, his first one back in the lineup. I guess they're just stoked to see Max Sasson score. And then DPD, the 3rd star, with his first goal. And, I kind of can understand giving DPD some love. Maybe the 3rd star might be a good spot for him. But, I mean, maybe it comes down to one of those things. There's probably like 5 or 6 guys that could have been. But because, like you said, the offense was so spread out, maybe there isn't a clear 1st, 2nd, 3rd star sort of a thing going on in this game.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can see the justification behind both those guys, but that's probably the furthest off I've been all year.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, let's take a minute and get updated on the Abbotsford Canucks too, because we didn't get a chance to update their game that was on Wednesday against the San Diego Gulls. So what can you tell me about that game, sir?
The Abby Canucks shifting venues to San Diego. And this game, they were pretty solid in the first period, trading goals with the Gulls. Dino Cambites getting a beautiful goal from the top of the slot, that soft area that we wish more guys would get to on our team. Cooper Walker finding him with a really nice pass. And then the Gulls kind of were pushing in this one. They got 2 in the second period. 1 even strength, 1 on the power play. But we were able to get a shorthanded goal when we were killing off some of our power play time. Ty Mueller getting behind the defense after a nice pass from Guillaume Brisebois out of our end on the penalty kill and getting one by the Gulls goalie. So we went into 3rd period down 3-2. 3rd period, all Abbotsford Canucks. Kirill Kudryavtsev getting his 5th of the season, 6:44 into the 3rd period. And then Akito Hirose finding the back of the net, so getting some offense out of our D-men, 2 D-men scoring in the 3rd period there to get the lead 4-3. Max Sasson scoring with 11:25 left to make it 5-3, and then Arshdeep Bains adding an empty netter. You can see the Gulls went for broke there, pulling the goalie quite early in the game. 16:55 was when that empty netter was scored. So they were fighting for some playoff positioning. This game meant a lot more to them than it did to the Canucks. Granted, every point matters when you're working for positioning and wanting that home ice advantage. But just another really good game by the Abbotsford Canucks, adding to their win streak, pushing it to 11. And every win that they add to that is a franchise record now.
Yeah. Got the standings up here now. 11-0 in their last 11 games. They are 1 point behind the Ontario Reign, but they have officially clinched, like you said. They will be playing in the AHL playoffs, which is good to see. And it was funny to see, too, Max Sasson unassisted his 10th of the season, then gets called up to the big club and gets another one unassisted. So a couple games, a couple goals for Max Sasson. And I see Archie Bains as well getting his 10th of the season. So both those guys hitting some pretty good numbers. And then even just looking back, the Keto Hirose, you look at Cole McWard getting his 18th assist of the season. So all these guys that we've been chatting a lot about this year have actually been stepping up and making some things happen, which is good to see.
Absolutely. And of course, the Abbotsford Canucks will look to extend that winning streak tonight. Again, going up against the first place Laval Rocket. They are first place in their division. They have 92 points this season, so it'll be a tough test for the Abbotsford Canucks, especially missing a lot of their big guys, as we saw them play this afternoon for the Vancouver Canucks. But the work that the team has done to develop a good next man in structure has held them up through this win streak. And they'll go tonight at 7 and tomorrow at 4 p.m. for a 2-game series against those Laval Rocket, and hopefully extend the streak.
Another short turnaround, which seems to happen in the AHL.
It does seem to happen in the AHL.
So the Canucks have a short, well, not a short turnaround, but a decent little turnaround. They've got the Vegas Golden Knights coming into town tomorrow night, a team that the Canucks do tend to struggle against. The Golden Knights have already beat the Canucks twice this year, 3-1, 3-1 in December and February. So this is the third game of the 4-game set. What are you expecting from the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow, who have already clinched against the Canucks team that is desperately trying to hold on to that 2% chance?
I just expect a tough team, fast offense that will strike quickly off the rush. Jack Eichel loves to just cut across the blue line, cut to the middle, and snap the puck. So, got to be ready for that. The nice thing is, like you said, we're able to roll all the lines tonight, so hopefully everyone should have some sort of legs tomorrow night, but they're going to have to be ready right out of the gate. Vegas likes to start quick, strike fast, and strike often. So we'll have to see what kind of effort they're bringing, given that they have clinched, but obviously they're looking to hold on to their advantage of home ice. So, always a tough test, and hopefully we can get another 2 points.
Yeah, it's crazy too, because if you look at the standings right now, you got Vegas in the top of the Pacific Division with 98 points, and then LA with that win today pulling in within 1 point of them, and then pretty crazy to see LA taking Oilers to town today. So the Kings are definitely putting some pressure on the other L team that is at the top of the standings there. So it should be interesting to see what happens tomorrow night. Whether or not the Jets even care about the game, but the thing I was going to say about the Vegas Golden Knights as well is Jack Eichel is having an absolute beast of the season. It might be the first time that a Vegas Golden Knight hits the 100-point plateau, which you've never actually seen the Jets do, the Golden Knights do, despite their big wins over the years. Yeah,
well, staying healthy for the longest amount of games in a season as well in his career. So, except for I think his first 2 seasons, or first season. Really is the last time he played more than 80 games.
Yeah. Now you're taking the kid to, was it practice or something like that?
Nope. We are off to see the Minecraft movie.
Oh, nice.
So we are headed to the theater now. And he's been looking forward to that since the trailer was announced. So we're off to see the movie and get some popcorn and enjoy the rest of our afternoon.
Cool. Is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go, brother?
Thanks for dropping by. Another a nice big victory with some actual offense to watch, some exciting stuff, and we'll see how far these guys can ruin their draft lottery chances.
Yeah. Canucks logic at its finest.
Absolutely. And we'll see you all tomorrow night.
Well, awesome, Dustin. Enjoy the movie, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Sounds good. Take care.
Dustin Boydell, everyone. Being the good dad, taking his kid to go see the Minecraft movie, so you love to see it. Awesome. Always love to see Dustin here as well. Vancouver Canucks defeat the Anaheim Ducks. You love to see it. I didn't know if we were going to do it today, but we did. After that disappointing loss to the Kraken the other night, I thought for sure it might be another letdown game today, but the Canucks came through and had a massive first period, taking out the Ducks in dramatic fashion there. That was pretty funny. 5 goals in a minute or 4 minutes and 30 seconds, which is probably maybe the fastest 5 goals in recent history, especially for the Canucks. B-Dog says, good game, guys. Emperor King says, let's go. 3-0 Kings now. And I think the game is over now, I believe. Let me double check that. For you. Yeah, they ended up getting the win. 3-0 Kings win over the Trevor Lewis with an empty netter with 3 minutes left. So the Oilers also pulling their goal pretty early there. But yeah, the empty net goal there at the end. Trevor Lewis sealing the deal against the Oilers. LA Kings staying ahead of the Oilers. So good for you, Emperor King. Dave DeVilliers, learn the rules. Mike Torrance, heard that post at my apartment. Matt, I dress up like Captain Rex. Big Agaki, Russell's mom making carrot cake with icing. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Carrot cake with icing is good, though. Canucks win, Chico says. Party, 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 party. Dave DeVilliers, this win feels like a hot dog with no dog. What? Michael Chow, Tocchet should have pulled the goalie just for extra chaos. GG, says Big Mac. B-Dog, cream cheese icing, so yummy. That is true. Calvin 99 Charlie, Trevor Linden, go Canucks go. Trevor Linden, Canucks go. Trevor Linden, Canucks go. Trevor Linden, Canucks go. Trevor Linden. Got a dip. Until next time. See you later, Big Mac. Nice to have you, buddy. Males will be males. Bang. I guess. No, men will be men. It's about being older and wiser. Big Og Hockey, go, 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 go. Big Mac. Dobby, learn the rules. Trevor Linden, swear jar, goal. Canucks go. Jake Stakes Hockey, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. KJ Koozie doing good, eh? Yep. He's loving the big lights of Hollywood, I guess. B-Dog Demko, day off tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably be Lankinen tomorrow, I believe. Emptiest win ever, says Michael Chow. Mohammed, Canucks win. Blue, white, green. Blue, white, green. Blue, white, green. Milosh. Go Canucks, go! B-Dog, take the win. Gamer A, Canucks were good today. Yes, they were. And then KJ says, Rusty and Dusty show greater. Congrats to Stream Merchant. Thanks, buddy. Mike Torrance, thanks, Russ, Dusty, and Mods. Gamer A, hopefully they get the win tomorrow. Yep. I hope so too, Gamer A. Dave DeVilliers, peace out, homies. Thanks again, Russ. You're very welcome, Dave DeVilliers. Thanks for being here. Emperor King, yay! We shut out the Oilers. Love to see it. Mike Torrance, Universal Habs 13. Merci for the stream. Durian, Universal Habs. Russell, wish the Habs good luck against the Flyers tonight. Good luck, Habs, against the Flyers tonight. Good luck. You guys get started in just a couple minutes here. Mohammed, thank you, Russell, for streaming. Much appreciated, and have a great rest of the day. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Blue, white, green. Blue, white, green. Blue, white, green. Thanks for being here, Mohammed. Always good to see you, buddy. Calvin 99 Charlie. The only problem I have with Manny coming up to coach is what happens to Abby's Canucks coaching. True. Yeah, you got to replace him down there too. And the development of the younger players. Yeah. Japan 4. Welcome, Japan 4. Nice to see you, buddy. This team is a joke. Did they all of a sudden remember how to play again? Yep. Canucks Logic says they did. Midnight Solar. Have a good one, Russell. I and my team may be on life support. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. Go Columbus! Yeah, good luck. Good luck to Columbus against the Maple Leafs tonight. Getting started pretty quick here. KJ Brazy, I now have to go to the kitchen every game. Yes, Calvin. Or KJ, absolutely. At least we're weeding out the bandwagons. Yep. Calvin 99 Charlie, I can just see Manny mommying the players when they get called up, giving them pointers and everything before they leave. Hirose is his name. Sucks. He'll be stuck down there. Yep. He will be. Jet who? Jet woo! KJ, I just want Ian Clark back. Yeah, fair enough. Swerving over at how many hours between scoring goals for Sasson? Well, the Abbey Canucks game that he scored in was on it was on Wednesday, so there was actually quite a gap. There was a couple days between. Emperor King, have a good one. Happy Kings 1. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, Emperor King. Nice to see you, buddy. Dark Fear 91. Thanks for the stream. Nothing. Thank you for the beat. I wanted the better spot for the draft. You're very welcome, my man. We got you, my man. But feel free to stop by anytime. We're live during all the Canucks game. And like I said, we're going to be live during the NHL playoffs as well, regardless. KJ Brazy, enjoy the movie, Dusty. Big Hog Hockey, crazy they won the cup without having a 100-point player. Isn't that crazy? Have fun, Dusty, says Big Hog. You love to see it. Kuzmenko, 7 points in the last 4 games. Yeah, let's go. Calvin 99 Charlie. Great stream, Russ. Trevor Linden. KJ Brazy. Okay, see you guys next game. Good night, says Big Hug. Minor Tau. Eggplant. And then Fireborn Knights. Hey, too late for me. See you next time. Good luck against us next game. Fireborn Knights, I'm still here. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow. If you want to stop by, we'll be live during the Canucks and the Knights game. So we'll make sure that we say hi during the game tomorrow, my man. Nice to see you, even if it was only for a moment, buddy. Minor Tau, 894 subs. Yeah, we're up to 894. Only 106 away from 1,000 people. W. And then Swerve Nerd's like, All right, let's look at the donos just before we finish things up. Minor Dow. So you're saying there's a chance, $2 dono to start. And then Swerve and Irvin donated 5 gifted memberships. And then the Canucks scored 5 goals. And then Minor Dow also shows up and he's like, I'm 5 goals deep. I haven't donated yet. And he's like, Minor Dow, 5 gifted memberships. You love to see it. And then Pink Sunglasses showed up for just a minute. $13.99. Canucks Hockey. Thank you for the dono, Pink Sunglasses. And then Connor Cahill donates $2 and it says #fire Yogi. What's his name? Dusty will agree. Okay, he absolutely did. He agreed. Emperor King Wild is in trouble. Good for you, Russell. I hope so too. Yeah, I think they just lost Middleton as well. So they might be hurting after that. And losing another center. Which you never want to see a guy get hurt, but if that helps the Canucks make the playoffs, it's part of hockey. And then Zach says, go Leafs. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for Dobby showing up. Thank you for Dustin coming in for the first intermission and the post-game show. Thank you, Canucks fan 94, for being here for the second intermission. I think everyone enjoyed that, so we'll have to get you back on again. And thank you to my beautiful wife for putting up with all my yelling and my nonsense. I appreciate her. I hope she gets better soon. Subs are tied with Gretzky. Oh, man, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Got the same amount of subs as Gretzky's got goals. What? Swerve and Irvin with a good eye. Awesome. Well, thank you, everyone, as I said, for being here tonight. We will be live again tomorrow for the Vegas Golden Knights game against the Canucks. 7 o'clock start. So we'll be live around 6:40 as we usually are, just before the game. But until then, remember, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect, and make sure that you make good choices.